back to where it all started, the original three.
Talk to him, Pete.
I got my guys with me today, Dallas Rutherford and Jackie Long.
Come on.
What's up with it, fellas,
How
man?
you doing?
Hey,
It's
it's
good to
good
be
to
back.
see y'all again. Hope everybody's week's been good. We got a lot to talk about. What you been up to since the Stephen A?
Coming over fears of snakes, doing
Goddamn
all
snakes.
of that. Yep, been snaked up, snakes. Well, I got to talk right around y'all because it's our own show today. So
Yeah, come correct.
around my
Come
neck,
correct.
like around,
So you
around my
you
neck,
held like a python or like
held one for the first time. And
you
the dude,
hugged the snake. I ain't never heard somebody hug. You say
I
you
kissed the
hugged.
snake too. I got it all on tape. Kissed the snake, did everything.
You might not want to say that.
Yeah, he kissed the snake.
You might not want to say
30
that.
seconds. He said, I kissed
At the end of the day,
I kissed
I
it.
came over my fear with a snake, man. The dude, my boy Mike hosting, the real Tarzan, helped me come over my fear, man.
Okay, I think I've seen that. I think I've
Yeah.
seen that on the ground.
Yeah,
I think I've
man.
seen it on the
It
ground.
was something special because, you know, my nickname is Snake. So, you know, to come over
Yo.
fear of the snake, I was
Come
like,
on,
you know
bro.
what, now I can really be called Snake now. You
Yeah,
know?
who gave you that nickname knowing that you scared of snakes?
Big ass
Well, that's
snake,
my
bro.
dad's nickname, and I'm a junior, so every
So
day
you
I'm
Lil
Snake. I'm Lil Snake. I'm Lil Snake.
Oh,
But-
you might not want that name to be out there either.
So, Jackie,
You said that. What?
that's why you got the hat on. Is that
Well, my-
what's the story behind the hat?
The
We got to
story,
address
the
it.
story around the hat is my boy Mike Austin, the real Tarzan, who showed me, you know, to help
snake.
me come over the fear, you know, with the snake. He had this hat. Shout out to my homegirl Jasmine for getting me the hat because this the hat that he had on. He had a feather on the back of his, and they from the biggest parrots in the world.
Okay.
And they mean freedom, free to do whatever I want, and it means fly high. So at the end of the day, we free to do what we want to do. So I did the same thing he did, got the same hat he got. So now I represent it, and I'm just free to do whatever the fuck I want to do.
You
baby.
funky.
Come on, man.
Okay. And then all the different, because you got
Yeah, I
a lot of
like it
jungle, you
because
got
it-
jungle flavor up there.
You got some Maryland, you got some zebra, you got some everything on there, man. I can't see all that. There's a lot of stuff on there, you know.
That's a wild hat.
Yeah.
Yeah, I love it. You a hat
Nah,
guy.
I would never wear that one.
But don't worry about me.
Yeah.
What would you put on your hat?
Yeah.
I'm gonna keep it consistent, kill the hype. Those are the only hats I really wear.
Okay,
So
good
I wouldn't be doing
Good plug there.
So you would do
nothing
that?
extra. I don't think I would, bro. The feathers. I like
You just ain't
the
no
bill
cool
of
guy
it.
like me. That's all that is. You know, you gotta be a cool motherfucker to do that.
It's
gotta
a
be
different
cool,
swag. That's the
motherfucker.
show a different swag
Have
right
confidence.
there. Confidence.
Come on, you gotta have beyond confidence, baby.
Look, the NBA season is done, but that doesn't mean that Prize Picks is. Jackie, what's the
Yes, it
next?
does. Yes, the fuck it does. It definitely does mean that.
What?
P, how have you been feeling with the week off? You know, we just got back from Fresno, took a little trip up there, but has it been weird, like taking a break from the podcast?
It has, man. You know, I just saw your ass, but I missed the setup. You know, I missed the setting. I miss being here in my seat. You know, so that week off kind of, you know, it made me miss it a little bit. Miss the fans, the audience. You know, we came back to do this for them once again. But the week was good. Went down to Fresno, got some good work in down
Y'all
there.
went where?
We went to Fresno.
Who went to Fresno? Y'all did?
Yeah, we did. P went and showed some love.
We heard you was busy. Somebody said you had a lot of shit going on, so, you know, I ain't really want to fuck up with what you was doing.
Friends. How many of us have you?
P, talk about the Fresno State trip, though, because I thought it was awesome that you went back to where you played college basketball and got to, you know, talk to the players, play with the players, and kind of give back to them. I'm sure it was a great experience for them. But just watching while I was there, it looked like you had a lot of fun, too. So talk a little bit about our couple days up there.
No, I had a blast. You know, we got in the first day, and it was just skill work stuff. And then we got a good lift in. Shout out YT, the trainer.
Hey, YT
YT,
killed
the
it.
trainer, killed it for us.
I can't laugh. I wasn't there.
We'll fill you in later.
Yeah.
But no, it was good, man. The kids was you know, shout out to the Fresno State basketball team for just embracing us. Like, they didn't have to do that regardless of who I am or who I've been. Like, you know, they could have very well been standoffish or took time to adjust to me, but as soon as we got there, man, they was just glue-eyed, big-eyed, all ears, and they was just in tune to whatever I was saying.
Basketball team?
Yeah, I went to go work out with them.
How they look?
They look good.
They look good.
There's some huge talent there. They just, you know, when you're that young, you got to learn how to just put it all together. But the team is pretty special. They got athleticism, they got skill. Coached by a great coach. Shout out Coach Hutt up there.
We got a name we should be looking out for over there.
Look out for Zahill. Look out for Xavier. Shout out Enoch. Shout out Eduardo. Shout out Kel. Shout out Leo. Who am I missing? Shout out Isaiah. Jalen. Zaylen. You know, shout out the whole squad up there, man. You already know we represent. Big Bulldog over here.
That was impressive. I can't believe how many names you just listed off right there, bro.
He really knew all the names.
I took time to like really learn and know these kids, man, because I really do look forward to being a part of their journey. I shared my contact with all of them. We're in like a group message now. Hearing
KD, I'm sorry,
and,
bro.
You know, everybody talking about
sorry,
Draymond, talk about how they have their alma mater group chat going on, man. We're gonna start our shit for Fresno.
Come on,
and so I gave all the young fellas my number, told them they can tap in with me anytime.
He ain't gonna pick up the phone, but it's good because
I might not answer the call here too. But if they text me, I'm gonna return the text.
He hit you on PlayStation 5 app though. You can ask him anything you want.
I get back to you right away.
But P, I'm gonna start off with a good question for you because I know y'all know if y'all seen the boy Jimmy Butler.
Mm-hmm.
Y'all seen Jimmy Butler? I mean, this fool out there playing in the U.S. Open right now with the number one player, Carlos Alcaraz, man.
That don't surprise me.
It's crazy seeing another NBA player in another sport. So I'm gonna ask you the same question: if you was to play with another professional at a sport, I got something in my throat.
Yeah, the snake.
Hey, something was up in there. Damn. If you was to play against another professional, pro athlete in another sport, who would it be and what sport?
If I could play another
Steph Curry golf.
Against another professional athlete?
Yep, in any sport. What sport would it be and who would it be?
Damn. Like, do I got a chance to win this or, like, just because I want to do it?
You talk to me. It's your world. I'm asking you the question. My question was...
Can you break it down to me? Like, because is this like play against this other professional because I think I can beat him, or is it just play against them because I want that opportunity and that experience?
Both. Because you're a competitive dude.
I am super competitive.
Exactly, so both.
But I'm not going to disrespect other people in their sport. Like, I would find that highly disrespectful if somebody said they can beat me in basketball that didn't play basketball. So for the experience, I like to be the goalie against Messi.
That's bad.
With new Cascade Platinum Plus,
Bitch.
This and
What?
This. Dare to dish differently.
No chance.
That's an
That would be crazy.
I think I got a chance.
You
like,
got the
I
height
think
for
up down
sure.
there half the goal, like if not 3/4 of the goal.
He might break your fingers if you.
He might.
He might. Them go.
He probably will.
So 10 shots. How many are you blocking?
10 shots.
2.
He make professional goalies look silly. So I might,
zero.
I might
Actually,
not block
zero.
him.
To be honest,
But
yeah.
we talked about the experience, not me like being able to.
So the
But
experience.
I think I have the best chance at any other sport right now. Probably being a goalie. Like I can't beat no one in baseball. Like if a pitcher's throwing 100 miles, I'm not hitting that.
So that's your answer.
Yeah, I think my best chance is probably being a
Heat up,
goalie.
KD.
So
Not playing soccer like the actual like on field, but like being the goalie. Like
That's a hard job though, P.
It is.
Goalie is. They do some crazy stuff in some of them countries. If you miss some
If
shots.
you miss some shots, nah, for sure.
I'm just saying.
For sure, it's life or death.
That's all I'm
In
saying
some
to you,
instances,
brother.
it is life or death.
And I know you've been out there playing a little golf.
Yeah.
You've been out there yawfing a little bit.
I've been yawfing. I've been yawfing a
You've
lot.
been golfing a lot too, like they all over.
Okay.
Y'all been going little separate places without me, but it's cool. But I know y'all been golfing. But I gotta ask you this, Pete, because I'm your boy.
Yeah.
I know you've been taking this serious, and I know how you is when you taking stuff. But are you gonna get out there to the Masters? You gonna get out there and do something? Are we gonna see you out there one day?
Not now, but
I was gonna say the same thing.
give me like 2 or 3 years.
2 or 3 years.
And at the rate that I've been playing, like I should be a lot better.
What you need to work on?
Oh, good move.
Everything.
Like your
Like my drive, my irons, my short game, getting out the sandboxes, my putt. Like it's a long list of shit that I'm still working.
Is it anything you're good at?
I'm good at putting that shit on.
He shows well.
So what
He's got the golf fit right. You know, he's got the bag.
I'm good
got the PG golf balls. Like, you know, he shows well.
I'm good at golf etiquette too.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like I look the part up until you see me swing.
Dress it and all.
Pull up to the hole. Look at the hole. Look at my bag of iron or my clubs.
Throw some grass in the air.
Like, yeah, see the wind. Okay.
You got all
grab the club out my bag. Approach. You're like, yeah, this nigga nice. Terrible.
I'm with you though, P. I'm in the same field as you, man.
Yeah. I'm getting there.
We working on. The older you get, the better you will get. That's what I'm gonna tell you. I know that sounds crazy. Like the older you get, the better you will get.
Because you old. Go.
Yeah. You'll see.
You've been getting better?
I've been getting better at everything. Everything. I'm telling you. Everything.
Snake man.
Look, I cook.
Little snake.
I
Kiss someone's snake. That's crazy.
I cook better the older I got.
Okay.
Way better.
Okay.
I season shit better. I do everything better.
Because cooking's trial and error. So like I can see that. The longer you cook, you got to get better at it.
Cook cold. Y'all gonna have it one day. Go ahead, Dallas. Ask your question.
Not just like to stay up like somebody else cook like so. Because I don't cook shit.
Right.
But like you that person that keep like old expired shit in the cabinets.
Nah.
So you constantly.
I gotta have somebody come clean my cabinets out every month.
You gotta have somebody. You hear that? He's balling.
Rich people, man.
Hey,
Rich.
I wanted to pass it to you though.
Jackie, you know what I learned how to make?
This is a rich. What you about to say?
Oh, tell him.
Dude, you know what I just made?
What you just made?
Some oxtails.
Get the fuck out of here.
Oxtail.
I got
put them on
that
chicken, bone and cheese.
Went to Walmart, got all of the ingredients I needed.
So Chef Jake made them for you.
Nah, I was on FaceTime with them, and they came out pretty good.
But he got,
yeah,
he got a nice little recipe from Jake.
I swear he just be belling them out, bro. Like,
start learning how to cook. Even you, just because you're a rich motherfucker, start learning how to cook.
I did. You know, I went through a great stretch during COVID of cooking with Jake. Like he would, once a week he would come in, like we'll make a meal, and we was pretty much me and Daniela, we was pretty much making the meal, but he was like overseeing it. Like, oh, okay, maybe add a little bit more of this, or like, you know, he would.
Cause how special that's gonna be one day.
He was overseeing it, like he was just watching us cook. But
how that's gonna be one day when you tell Daniela we going to dinner, but it's in the backyard, and you made all the dinner.
Ooh.
Come on, Bunky. Come on.
We might be working on another child.
Come on.
Might be working on another child with that.
You made everything, and you in the backyard with it all sexy with the lights.
Little chest hair out.
Come on, you made it. And you made it.
Okay.
You made it.
Okay. So when you get older, you do get better.
I'm telling you, ask your daddy. Ask your daddy. Your daddy, you know, he can barbecue his ass off.
Yeah, he can.
I learned some things from him.
Yeah, he can.
Makes a good fish.
Hella good fish. I'm telling you.
So, P, it's the off season right now, and there's been all these clips circulating. You always see these, you know, NBA open runs, whether that's up at Rico Hines, but lately it's been up at Campbell Hall, and you've seen Kevin Durant in there, Trae Young. But talk a little bit about
them runs fire,
you know,
bro.
that experience from when you were a rookie till now being a seasoned vet with those open runs, on how you approach them and just the overall.
It depends on the last season, to be honest.
Competition that goes on at those open runs.
Depends on
First and foremost, the open runs is like the purest form of basketball, because, like, you got star players, you got role players, you got budding stars, you got
just working on the game.
expiring stars, you got veterans, like you got high school kids, college kids, and it's just a good blend and mix of guys that's just
working on that game.
There's no pressure, like there's no fans to be playing in front of other than like spectators that are just fan of basketball. But you know, that's where you get the most competitive games. Like, and dudes is getting after it. Like, it's not like it's more competitive than an all-star game, to be honest. Like, you really going at it. But from, you know, my rookie years, my first couple years of being in pickup runs, it was like out to prove myself. You know what I mean? Like, how do I match up with this person? How do I match up with that person? Like, really trying to go at them. And to where now it's the opposite. It's the young guys coming at me. It's the young guys challenging me. Like, You know, it's funny, like, they try to pick me up full court, and I'm like, you don't want this.
What?
Yeah. This could
Bro,
be,
they
and it's funny, they'll
hoeing
do
me,
it for
bro.
like 1 or 2 times and be like, oh, okay, yeah, I can't really check him this far out. So then they slowly start to work their way back. Nah, man, it's fun. It's pure entertainment. I think it needs to be documented and highlighted more, because, again, that's where you're going to see some of the purest basketball. You're going to see, you know, like, you constantly, you know, it's always on YouTube, like, when I did the double snatch back cross, like, people was like, oh, shit. But, like, you get shit like that. People just trying stuff and not afraid to fuck up because it's open run. It's not really, you know, it's a playground. It's a platform to just be creative. So the pickups, man, the pickups be popping.
Who were some of the guys, like, earlier in your career that you would look forward to playing with during those open runs? Do you have any good memories of when you were a rookie going up to UCLA and being like, okay, I know so-and-so is going to be here?
Yeah, I mean, it used to be, like, you name it. Paul Pierce, KG, Baron Davis, Russ, when he was young Russ, James Harden, DeMar. You know, I never caught the runs when Kobe was up there, but Kobe, you know, would come up there, and for whatever reason, like, I was out of town when he went and played. But, I mean, you name it, bro. They was all in there working out. I'm trying to think of, like, good memories. One person that used to stand out was JaVale, though.
Why?
JaVale used to stand out in the run, like, because he was just so long. The UCLA courts, like, you know, that gym it's a big gym, but with 3 courts, the courts aren't that big at this point. And so JaVale's so damn, like, huge on this court, bro. Like, he just is just special. Like, and he was one person that used to always stand out. Like, damn, I hope I'm on JaVale's team. Like, I hope he on my team this time. Just because he was just so athletic and he was so gifted with his length and size. But everybody used to be tough, man. We used to go at it. Good runs, good bump against KD, good bump against James. Good runs with Russ. I mean, you name it. BD was, like, special. He was my favorite point guard growing up. So
is JaVale still playing? He probably on somebody's team right now, huh?
Yeah, he's still playing.
Okay, I'm just making sure.
You know, somebody's team.
Yeah, he stay on the team.
I think the best part of those open runs, which you can explain how it works, but the dynamic of the 3 courts, because you got the middle court,
right?
And then if you lose, you got to go over to that court, and you got to work your way back to that main center court, which most of the people are there, and I'm sure it would just bug you, because I've watched you go up there a few times. It's like, man, I gotta go over here now. No one's really watching.
Because, I mean, so you're basically, I forget if it's like 7 wins or 5 wins or something like that. You got to get like 5 or 7 wins to win the day on the main.
Did you know most dish soaps don't remove all the grease, even with scrubbing?
What? I just cleaned those.
Try Dawn Platinum. It removes 99% of grease and food residue. That's why Dawn is trusted to save wildlife affected by oil. Dawn Platinum cleans to the squeak.
In court. I think that's how Rico does it. And so winning on that court is the only wins that count. So if you lose on the championship court, then you go off to the left court. The left court is like the runner-up court. If you lose on the runner-up court, then you got to walk all the way to the other side to the loser's court. And the loser's court is usually like the young guys. So it's like the young guys. So, like, after you didn't ran 2 games, like, you might be a little tired, but the young guys, like, they're kids. They're 21, 22. Like, it's the UCLA team. Like, so they ready, like, and they've been losing, so, like, they pumped up to get ready.
Exactly.
So you got to work hard to get off of that losing court.
Wow.
But it's a fun dynamic though, because again, it's the top of the guys that hoop in the league. Like, it's the elite group of guys that's hooping here. So it's just a fun mix, a good blend of guys that you just, you know, match up, yourself up, see where you compare. And it's just it's all for, you know, the love of the game. It's good competitive.
Did y'all see our new friend of our show, Stephen A. Smith, just dropped that bomb?
I seen that.
I did see that.
Did y'all see that?
I did.
He dropped that bomb on that Michael Jordan, didn't he?
Hold on, I think
he thought. Did he text you?
He might have texted me right now.
I mean, did y'all see, like, he said that Mike texted him and said that Magic Johnson is the greatest point guard of all time, and Steph Curry is not. I need to know from you, P, since they talking all of that, how do you define a point guard? What is the true, like, what is that? Like, what is a point guard? What's the definition?
I mean, like, the thing about it is, bro, nobody's wrong. Like, and this is why the debate stuff is starting to get so annoying at this point. Because who's going to be the person that be like, he's right?
Right.
You know what I mean? You know what he said? He's right. Magic's the GOAT. Like, nobody's ever going to be like, yeah, you're right. He's the GOAT. Like, let's just stop this now. Make sure we stamp that he's the GOAT from this point on. It's never going to happen. So we're always going to have this ongoing discussion. But neither one of them is wrong in this situation. Magic Johnson is the GOAT by his own, you know, what he did in his era, at his size, the way he could play make, the way he could create, the way he saw the floor, the way he just manipulated the game, from rebounding, from out of the post, from out of fast breaks, from half court sets, like the way he just did that. He didn't have to be a high shooting guard. He didn't have to hit threes. Like, that wasn't his game then. You know what I mean?
Right.
Whereas Steph Curry revolutionized the point guard position to where now we see shooting point guards. We see scoring point guards. Like, for his size, like, if Steph Curry was 3-4 inches taller, like, he'd be a shooting guard. Like,
Right,
you know what I
right.
mean? But he shoots the ball so well for that position, like, we can't not knock, because he's not like a pass-first point guard. We can't knock what he does at that point guard position. He's revolutionized that position.
You gotta
Like-
quit comparing the generations. Like,
I feel like you can't. Like, we got to stop doing that, because we gotta highlight Magic,
got to.
because he was the GOAT. He is the GOAT.
Right.
He is the GOAT. Steph Curry is a GOAT.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It's going to be people that come after Steph Curry that's going to challenge the legacy of what Steph Curry did. And people going to forget about what Steph Curry did.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I feel like, we didn't, you might have watched Magic.
I definitely seen Magic.
You probably saw him in college, huh?
I seen him.
I think it's.
I seen him.
I think this is a little bit different,
My uncle,
though.
man. Uncle's a real Lakers fan. I used to go to the game.
Okay.
Is that Uncle Snake?
Damn. So you was at the Forum?
My Uncle John Long.
So you didn't know
and my
Stapleton.
daddy
You knew the
Jackie
Forum.
Long. Say what? I was at the Forum. Yeah. Man, I was born in 81, P. You just don't get them like this. 41, man.
P, I think it's crazy, though. This is Michael Jordan talking
Yeah.
about this. So does it make it a little bit different? Like, it's not Stephen A. Smith and so-and-so
Yeah.
arguing about. It's Michael
Absolutely.
Jordan went out of his
Absolutely.
way
Absolutely.
to text him saying that he disagreed with him. That's the most, like, the fact that Michael
But
Jordan
okay,
is
so
saying
now are we going to be like, you know what? It's finalized.
it could, but it's Michael.
Michael said it.
Michael said it.
That's what I'm saying. We could very well say that. I have no issue with that. It's Michael Jordan.
Because
Well,
you know
like,
the funny part?
what?
Magic Johnson, if you ask him that question, he probably wouldn't even say he's the best. He's going to say.
He's
That's
going to say
true.
probably
Yeah.
Stephen Curry.
Yeah.
He's probably going to say Stephen Curry.
So,
that's
like you
that's
said,
magic.
Michael was right.
I just
Like you
I don't
said,
know, bro.
it's
At this
gonna
point,
go
man,
on and on
I
forever.
appreciate everybody, man. I appreciate Steph Curry. I appreciate Magic.
You the GOAT right now.
I'm the GOAT. I'm the GOAT.
Everybody the GOAT.
Shooter go.
We the shooter GOAT. Everybody the GOAT, man. Shit.
We all GOATs, man. Let's just
Shit.
celebrate everybody, dog.
That's all I'm saying, man. It's my next question. I don't know what it is. Yeah, so speaking of our boy
Yeah.
Steph, man, he say the boy Luca is up next, P.
Mm-hmm.
Now, we all done seen Luca ball out every year. He do his whoop whoop, he out there
Damn,
doing
this team is
everything.
big,
You
bro.
done seen him
Pause.
twice in the playoff.
Mm-hmm.
You know, give some of that to Ookie you. You already know. But I want to know, how would you break down Luca's game and evolution in the league right now?
Well, shit. Luka's the GOAT.
Charmin's Diamond Leaf
She said
Texture
Lucas would
cleans
go.
better, so you can use less. Charmin Ultra Strong.
He is. Some people
No,
he
man,
is.
Luka, like, not next up. Luka is now. Like, Luka
Yeah,
is
Luka's
for
here,
real
buddy.
now. Like, he's past that next up after his first season. Like, you knew Luka's gonna be that guy, and he's that guy now. But he's just like, with his size, his scoring ability, his playmaking, his IQ, his vision, And now, I mean, we're talking about being the biggest international player now. Like, that's surpassing GOATs. You know what I mean? That's surpassing Dirk. That's surpassing Tony Parker. That's surpassing Hakeem. That's surpassing, like, he's got a chance to be the biggest international guy, you know, surpassing Giannis in a way. Like, so, yeah, man, and the way the game is going, transcending to the international game, the evolution of the game is starting to be more and more international guys popping up in our league. I mean, he's got a chance to be, you know, one of the best to ever do it. His game is just way older than what he is.
Right.
Like, he's tough, man. He's a problem. Big fan of Luka.
I agree.
And he talked that shit too.
Does he?
What? Yes. All of it. Like, he talked all that
Like,
shit.
what are you doing,
Big
bro?
shit.
Big shit.
Like disrespect. Like, I'm curious. Like, what kind of trash talk does he do? Because I wouldn't really. I know he has his moments.
No, he's scary.
But you're saying, like, consistently he's letting you know.
Yeah. If you talk to him, he gonna talk that shit to you.
He's cold, man.
He not backing down. He not backing down. I'm not gonna say what he said just because that don't need to get out.
Right.
Some of the shit that I've heard him say.
P. Don't do that.
But he a cold killer with some of the shit that I've heard him say.
My goodness. I want to know after we're done.
I'll let you know.
Thank you. So by the time this episode comes out, the Team USA will have played their first game in the FIBA World Cup. And so have you guys been keeping in touch with what's been going on with them? They've been playing well. Anthony Edwards has been playing phenomenal, and all these interviews that are coming out are saying he's that guy. Mm-hmm. But talk a little bit, you know, about his game, P, and what you see and what he's shown us this summer.
Yeah, I thought this Olympic run was huge for his maturation. Because, you know, he was becoming that guy, that go-to guy, that number one option in Minnesota. Now he's becoming, like, you putting him amongst the young stars who this is peer guys that he's going to be competing with for the next 10, 15 years, and now he's becoming the alpha of them. You know what I mean? Like, it's pretty special with who he's becoming, and to be ready at that age, at this stage, like, I'm telling you, I saw that coming. That's why I was a big fan of him, because I saw the star potential in him. I saw the superstar on and off the court with Anthony, and he's showing it. Like, big shots. That Germany game was special, because Germany was getting the best part of us, and he basically put USA on his back from that second half on to finish that game off. Like, he literally just put the team on his back. And to be able to do that at that age is tough, bro. Because the international game is not easy.
It's a different game.
It's a different game. It's a totally different game.
It seems like Anthony Edwards been in the league for a long time when I watch him.
It feels like it. He plays like that.
He plays like he been in the league.
Like he been there.
Like he
yeah.
know what's going on.
And you'll love him.
Like you
great kid.
The way he came in, you couldn't, like, you know how they do the rookie stuff. You gotta make him do stuff. It's like he wasn't having none of that.
Yeah.
Like doing this rookie top box, please. To play ball. He
I'm out here.
That's fast, Loki.
Yeah,
I'm not running.
Yeah, he had the quote with Steve Kerr, and he was upset that he was coming off the bench, and Steve Kerr was like, you know, Anthony, like, Dwayne Wade came off the bench when Kobe was here, and he's like, well, we don't have a Kobe.
Who is he gonna come off the bench for?
I know, that is crazy.
I love that quote.
It's a good one.
Yeah, there's no Kobe on this team. Like, why am I? Like, I'm the number one guy on this team. I'm not coming off the bench.
He's so athletic. Like, he has that special, like, it's different.
And he's smooth. Like,
I love him.
He knows how to use that athleticism the right way. That's what I love about him.
He's switching his numbers.
Because he goes to the lane sometimes, and it's like a finesse. Like, I don't have to punch on you. I'm gonna just go around you with this Euro. And then you forget, like, he can go upstairs with you too.
That's what's scary.
That's what's scary.
Like, is he gonna, roll me,
so
or is he gonna?
That's why it's such a great package that he can either dunk on you or he can slow one step you and get to his layups. Because you don't know, like, his athleticism's like, shit, I gotta be ready. Like, I gotta jump first so I don't get dunked on. And then when he sees you jump, he just slides right by you with a little layup.
Did you see his dunk that he just had where he didn't even dribble the ball? He was just like in the high post and turned around and jumped 10 feet in the air and dunked on him?
With
like,
2 hands.
That was insane.
He's special. That's a special kid, man. He's the future. He's the future.
Shout out to Anthony Edwards, our boy Triple J, and our boy Tyrese, who was on our show. I want y'all to, man, focus on. Who else? Who?
Come on. No,
oh, he out there too,
Come on.
My boy Mikael Bridges is
Shout
out there, man. Podcast P want to wish y'all nothing but big love out there and good luck, man. And we just want y'all to do one thing: bring home that gold, dog.
Yes, sir.
Bring home that gold.
Yes, sir.
Bring it home, boys.
That's it. I almost forgot my boy.
You almost forgot, homie, dog.
My bad.
Come on, cuz.
So let's talk about the in-season tournament, and the schedule just came out, and it was announced that the Clippers are going to be taking on the Mavs, the Nuggets, the Rockets, and the Pelicans. And just knowing that now, P, do you have any early thoughts on that in-season tournament?
It's interesting, just talking around the league. We're not quite sold on this in-season tournament thing. But, it's going to make the full season that much more competitive, especially with the schedule they gave us. But, I mean, it is what it is. You're throwing on, they just throwing on a lot to our schedule. I saw we traveled 3,000 miles more than any other team. That's sick.
You have the most back-to-backs, and then
most
I think you have
most three
out of 4 games. 3 out of 4 days.
Yeah.
You guys have the most by a long shot.
Yeah.
So, do you feel like the in-season tournament is too early in the season? Do you like the timing of when they're doing this?
Yeah, I mean, apparently we're trying to compete with NFL, right? Prime time, NFL time is still November, December. The ratings are high for football. Basketball is a little lower because it's the start of our season. November, December is the closing of the NFL season, so it's starting to get, starting to pick up with seeding and, the Super Bowl and all that stuff coming up. The in-season tournament was to kind of compete TV rating-wise with the NFL. So I get it.
But I got
we'll see. We'll see. We got a trip to Vegas.
He don't play 10 minutes
and it gotta be a slight.
Do play
let me
a lot
see
in
what's
the
going
second
on in
half.
Vegas. Let me see if a team can handle being in Vegas. It's got to be a little bit of that.
They trying to test y'all.
Yeah, they trying to test if a team can be in Vegas as well.
We will spend their per diem money.
Per diem money.
Yeah,
I know.
But no, I'm looking forward to it. We're in a great, a competitive group with Houston, with Dallas, with Denver, and Memphis.
I think you had our Pelicans.
It's a competitive group. It's a competitive group. Everybody, all of those teams are good. Obviously, Denver champions. Houston revamped their team through a couple veterans there. Pelicans is a rising team. They've been problems for us for many, many years since I've been with LA. And then obviously Dallas, we've had huge, history with them.
I just can't wait for the NBA season.
It's gonna be good.
I can't wait too.
It's about to be nice.
Podcast P all
it's so many teams that I'm gonna watch. It's every team in the league.
So we playing 3 out of 4 nights.
I had somebody that I want to watch.
That fourth night, we got to do podcast. Yeah,
we got to do it.
Oh my God,
we got to do podcast. We can't stop it. But I've been nosy. I've been nosy on you, P. I know something you don't know.
What?
About your teammate.
Talk to me.
You didn't even know your boy Nicholas Batum about to be up out of here.
I didn't know that.
You didn't even know that, huh? He say he done.
He hanging it up?
He say he done after he finished his French Open.
French national team.
French Open. Goddamn. He played tennis too?
I was going too. Your boy retired from the NBA following his French national
Wait,
team.
actually?
He's going to be playing with them in the 24 Summer Olympics. And after that, he say he done.
Did he say he done with the Olympics or he's done with basketball, period?
He done with basketball. He hanging it up. He hanging the shoes up. Time to let the dogs rest. His dogs been
They've been
out there. They've been out there. But I need to know from you, what is Nico like on the court when you was playing with him? And I want to know, how is your friendship with him off the court?
Yeah, he's a competitor. He for sure makes my job easier, and he's just a good dude. We literally share locker rooms right next to each other at the practice facility. Even at the stadium, the arena, we share locker rooms or lockers. So we casually talk, off the court stuff. But on the court, man, he's just the Swiss Army knife, the guy that kind of does it all, the glue that holds everything together. He go guards the point guard, or go guards the four-man, or go guards sometimes AD or Carl Anthony. Like, he'll go guard 5 sometimes. Jokic, he's guarded. He's really the guy that just does it all for us, and don't ask for the ball. Like, he's not like, upset if he didn't get shots. He's just gonna be out there and do whatever he got to do to win. But man, he definitely needs and deserves his flowers. Like, people don't understand. I mean, he's probably what year 17, year 18. Like, Nico's up there.
Long time.
And he's played in like 5 Olympics, 4 Olympics.
Yeah.
Like, he's up there. He's up there in years.
What's your favorite memory playing with?
Nico don't really talk much. But no, I do remember when he was bringing up the whole Wemby discussion. And I mean, I didn't know who the hell he was talking about. But he was explaining like this kid that's just 8 foot tall, like no bush. He's like, he's like almost 8 feet. Come on, like, we all would have heard about this player, if he was 8 feet tall. He's like,
you make that, you gay.
Like, he's really good. So I'm like, okay, yeah. And I didn't do no research. Like, we've been kicking France's ass. Like, come on, like, they gonna make you guys better. He's like, yes, just wait, watch. Me, Rudy, Wemby. And then and this was like, I think this was like 2 years ago. And then you fast forward to last year when everything started hitting who this Wemby kid is. And then I was like, oh, shit. Like, this is who you were talking about. And I mean, he was blowing up by this point.
Right.
And you just saw the skill set. You saw, like, what all he could do at that size. And he was, every time I see him, I'll be like, Wemby? He'd be like, I told you. I told you. He's tough. Yeah, man, you're right. But, no, man, Nico's, that's a good, one person that you'll love to go to war with definitely is Nico, man. He's going to do it all.
Shout out to Nico.
P, I want to know, speaking of the rookies, we were up in Vegas, got to watch a few games, but who do you got for Rookie of the Year? I know there's a lot of hype with Chet, Wemby. There's a couple other guys that, got drafted a little bit later that they all want to be, win that Rookie of the Year award. Do you have a favorite right now?
There's a lot of good talent. You got Chet. You got Wemby. Brandon Miller. You got Scoop.
Febreze. Your bathroom needs Febreze small spaces. The always-on odor-fighting air freshener you set and forget. No outlets used, no batteries needed, no effort required. So your bathroom stays continuously fresh for 45 days. That's the power of Febreze small spaces.
Yeah.
I mean, it's going to come down who's going to play more. I'm going to go Chet. Just because I think he's going to play a ton. They're going to be a winning team. And the way they play is going to be fun to watch. And so I think he's going to get a lot of coverage because he plays both ends. He blocks shots. He's a little bit more polished and further along, I think, than Wemby is. Because I think, Wemby's going to have a little learning curve. I know Chet didn't play much due to the injury his rookie year. But being in the league, seeing the game up close for a year, it's going to give him that much more of a head start. So I'm gonna go and say Shaq. I think Shaq's gonna be the Rookie of the Year.
Yeah, I like that pick. He's got the experience. Even though he didn't play, he got to sit there and watch for a year. You talked about how much value you got by just sitting there and watching the game. So I think he's got a leg up on everyone else because he knows what the NBA is about already, and he's going in here as a rookie again. So it's going to be fun to watch. We got some good, young, talented rookies in this NBA draft. So I'm looking forward to watching all the rookies play this year.
I always wanted to know when, say for instance, what's his name was a rookie last year, really, but he has to play.
Chet.
He has to play rookie. He's a rookie this year.
Yeah.
But I always like say for instance, he gets rookie of the year. It's like he took away from that class really, who really got drafted that year. I used to always be like, why they do that? Like if he rookie missed out, he missed out.
Yeah.
You know.
But I mean, it happened with Blake Griffin.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. That's why I'm like. That's like
it does suck.
I think Zion too, no? Did Zion get injured his first year and then played again? I think Zion did the same thing.
Cause that's that, you know.
Did he win Rookie of the Year?
No, but he was in his second year in the running for Rookie of the Year.
Rookie,
yeah, I just don't. I always never like that's messed up because if somebody came over that the person did play, he win. You like wait, you weren't even in that class.
Yeah. When did you get drafted?
Yeah, like what?
No, that does suck.
That sucks.
But you got that's what you did. You got to compete against
that. Man. Well, I got to ask you a question, Peace, because old boy Mace just brought you up on his show with him and Cameron. It is what it is. They just brought you up. They brought you up like I wasn't even there the day when this happened. You know what I'm saying?
They definitely threw your name out.
They left my name out, didn't they?
Yeah, they did. Because you were talking to him first.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. I was right there.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Shout out to not Mace saying my name. But
they said one of his homies.
Yeah, they said one of the homies. Said, damn. That's how we had to do that. It is what it is, I guess it is. Shit. But anyway, May said you ran up to him and said, I can't be the GOAT. Why I can't be the GOAT? Now, I need to know, I don't think my boy, because I was there, I didn't see you say all that like that, but I seen you say something. Give me your perspective up on what you did.
Yeah, no, I mean, I saw him because we was just getting in. We had the dinner. We was just getting in. And I saw him. And it was perfect opportunity. I think you went and approached him first.
Yeah.
And I saw you was talking to him. So yeah, I walked up to him like, yo, I can't be the GOAT. Like, and we laughed about it, and he was just
called old boy.
No, he was just like, his laugh. He was like,
what?
He was like, yo, we fuck with you, Paul George. Like, we fuck with you. He's like, yo, you nice, bro. We fuck with you. And he was like, and we laughed about that. And then he was like, yo, let me call Cam right now. Like, let me holler at Cam. And so he called Cam, put Cam on the phone. I could barely hear Cam, but I'm reiterating the same shit. Like, damn, Cam, it's fucked up. I can't be the GOAT. Like, and Cam, same energy. Like, we fuck with you, yo. We fuck with you. Like, we fuck with you heavy, kid. So it was love. It wasn't like no, it wasn't like no rundown or like let me check them, let me press them. It was love. Like,
it is what it is.
It is what it is.
Come
like,
on,
it is
man.
What it is.
All love to is what it is.
It was a funny good vibe, man. We exchanged numbers, and we basically tap in whenever we see each other.
Do Mace got the ladies? Yeah. Come on. It was me, man. But now, Pete, you been getting more love though. Everybody shouting you out. You got a boy, Duke sophomore named Mark Mitchell just came out and said PG got the best top 10 highlights of all time.
I'm the GOAT.
Come on, hey. Come on.
Why I can't be the GOAT?
You gotta get a shirt that say that now.
Why I can't be the GOAT?
Why I can't be the GOAT? Man, I can't be the GOAT.
Dudes is mad that people rock with me.
You got the top 10 highlights.
That's crazy. People mad that people rock with me.
Oh my God, Kawhi Leonard, you're such a
bitch,
bitch,
bro. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why do I
bro.
get criticism for people enjoying the way I played the game?
For being great. You're an all-around player. Your defense, your offense, you even husband, and friend. Podcast and Fisher. You everything, man.
I'm just saying.
They hating on everything.
They hating on everything. You know what I mean? It's cool, man. Like, I heard the ending of Mace and Cam's not monologue, but the end of their conversation saying that we got to start letting people have opinions. Like, that's these kids' opinions. Shout out Mark, man. Again, same message I had to Brandon about, be comfortable saying what you want to say. Like, don't have people changing or altering your opinion based off of the backlash or the criticism you're going to get, man. Shout out to those guys. Yes, to this day, I still watch my highlights. I watch old Indiana highlights. I watch old Oklahoma highlights. I watch old Clipper highlights. I watch Rico Hine highlights. I watch them all. You know what? I like watching the pickup highlights just because that's like me and my purest, like, it just like when I'm in a rut or something like that and I need to just watch like how I'm moving, I watch those to like, because that's when I'm like feeling my best. That's when I'm fresh. That's when my energy's high. I'm just fluid. So from the way my movements are, I like watching those. You know, but you name it. Like my history of games or history on YouTube of stuff I watched, a lot of it is old games I played.
That's why Mark Mitchell wasn't lying, because everybody that's in the NBA.
He said top 10 all the time.
Oh my God, my dumb ass, bro.
Like the NBA right now playing just like you.
Come on.
They trying to be the P.
Trying to.
They're trying to be the P.
They're trying to be the P.
It's crazy that you just go straight through me, bro.
Hey, little snake. Tattoo right here on my belly.
We need that shirt. Little snake.
Nah, we ain't gonna have nothing little snake. Nothing little
With the arrow point down.
Ain't gonna be nothing. Hey, listen.
Wearing the same hat.
Y'all know I ain't gonna go there with y'all right now.
We should do a show with the snake.
I ain't gonna go there. I got a snake hat. I was gonna wear the snake hat.
You should have.
Next one, y'all don't even know I was snake.
Why you didn't tell us that?
Yeah, bro.
They need to a monkey.
Friends.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it, Russ.
I'm monkey.
Damn,
I'm
bro.
playing for the Dina.
Okay, Snake Dina.
For the Dina people.
Ain't even no snakes in Pasadena.
The Dina is out the Dina and Pasadena for y'all.
Like, why are you coming out here, bro? Like,
for both. You know what I'm saying? Because I grew up in both. So if y'all ever see when I was wearing the Dina merchandise and stuff, that's because I'm a Dina boy, born and raised. Yeah. So now I just told you something. Man,
you did. You put me on game. I should have knew about the snake.
A lot of shit you don't know, Pete. Damn.
But I'm glad I did know about the snake situation.
Oh, my dumb man. I wasn't even looking at the fucking shot, bro.
All right, fellas, we've been doing this for a while now.
Yeah.
And we wanted to make sure the audience questions was heard. Been a ton of questions that came through.
Yeah.
So this segment is special. Postman P.
I like it.
You did. So we're going to answer some of the questions that you guys have submitted. A lot of the questions were how we started with this podcast and where did it come about. We've answered it on previous episodes, but they want to hear it again. So, Jackie, I've said my version of it. Let's hear your version of it, Dal, after your version, and I'll kind of wrap up how this started.
Basically, just being great friends, having great energy always around each other. Dallas came up with the idea a long time ago for P to do a podcast because, you know, all these other NBA players is doing podcasts. P, you know, was like, oh, if we can find the hookup, find the outcome of how to do it, we'll do it, blah, blah, blah. They came together. It was just them, to be honest, at one point, just him and Dallas, and they said they needed somebody funny out the crew, and P hit me up and was like, yo, Bunky, if we do a podcast, would you be on the show with us? I said, come on, hell yeah, you P, you know what I'm saying, you my boy, and literally, that's how it happened on my side. I just knew Dallas was the one who came up with the idea, shit, and P agreed with him about podcasts. I don't know about this. Dallas came up with the name Podcast P. When we was coming up, we had a million names, but at the end of the day, it really just came because friends that love each other and come up with good ideas, and you make shit happen.
Bunky.
That's it.
Yeah, I mean, it started off just us playing video games, and P, you know, got into streaming, and a lot of these other athletes, you know, were doing podcasts. And I think, P, which I think the audience could agree with this, you're great at podcasting. You're well-spoken. You can speak to all different walks of life. And so, yeah, it just kind of came from us playing on the games and like, hey, let's just do our own and let's just see how it does. You know what I mean? We really didn't have any crazy expectations, I would say, getting into this. And, you know, P gave both of us the opportunity to do this. So, P, thank you.
Thank you,
We
Yes,
should thank
sir.
you
Yes,
more,
sir.
but that's, you know, and now we're here.
Yeah, I mean, no lies told there, fellas. I mean, that definitely how it came about. You were the one kind of, like, I had the idea of wanting to do this, but, like, you put the battery into making this happen. Like, P, you should have your own pod. All right, like, that sounds pretty good.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, we did that. It was me and you initially, and I'm like, man, because we were looking for a third. Like, I didn't want to talk to just you. You know what I mean?
That's a conversation.
Yeah. So we needed. I thought,
like,
we
of
needed
course he gets the
something
rebound,
else.
right?
And I was like, I hit YT, like, man, see if Jackie have any interest of joining us on the pod.
Of course,
He
bro.
was like, yeah, Jackie said he's in. And so I think I
course.
hit you, like, yo, you down?
I said, hell yeah.
Yeah, he said, hell yeah, let's do it. So that's, for the fans, the audience, that's how Podcast P came about. But can we give the backstory? It was originally going to be with someone else.
Yeah, we had an audition,
Thank
y'all.
you, P.
Yeah.
Just open up the gates. So how it all happened was,
Yeah, explain
you know,
how it almost just became.
you heard the backstory. You guys heard the story on you know, our idea about doing a podcast. And so, you know, when we were, you know, getting ready to come to the studio, we thought it was kind of a done deal already. And then out of nowhere, me and Jackie start hearing about somebody else that might be doing the podcast with P. And we were like, bro. Me and Jackie basically had an audition to do the podcast. And
who
true
was it?
story, and I did tell him this, and this is just my personal opinion about it, but, you know, Paul asked, like, hey, do you think you'll be good at it? And truth be told, I was like, I don't know. Like, we've never done podcasts before. This is all new. Yeah. You know, if anybody, Jackie has the experience of being in front of the camera. Paul even has experience being in front of the camera, not podcasting. I'm sitting here like, man, I don't know. But we got to watch both of the podcasts.
Yo, can you fucking move?
With the pod P did with the other individual, and then I got to watch ours. And all I said to you was, if it's not me, I don't think it should be him.
Mm-hmm.
Just based on looking at it. I said, I don't think it fits you. I just don't think you're going to be comfortable. But, you know, Jackie can touch on it a little bit more. But me and Jackie were texting each other like, bro, there's no way. Jackie's like, I'm not talking to Pete ever. Jackie was going off. I'm like, well, bro, don't go too crazy. Like, he's got to do what's best for him. And, you know, but I think it's safe to say you made the right decision.
Yeah, absolutely. What was your take?
I was just, fuck you, Pete. That was my answer. At the end of the day, I said, hey, Dallas, man, look, this is the part of this business.
I gotta get the rotation better at the start of the game, bro. I need to be like this, bro.
If it is what it is, fuck you, Pete. You know, that would have been the name of our show. Fuck you, Pete. But at the end of the day, you know, God always put, you know, things happen for a reason, and this happened for a reason, and it is what it is today, and we made it what it is, so it's no turning back now. You know, and shout out to the other dude who actually auditioned with P. You know, he's somebody who's great, so, you know, shout out to him, and, you know, we here, man. Shout out, it's Podcast P, man.
There you go. We also have a question from _Brendan Silver. He wanted to know, what are some of our favorite moments and times of hanging out with each other?
You answer this one.
Some of my favorite moments, obviously, when I got married, my wedding, having you guys come down to Italy. We had a blast. We met who was that? Italy Jackie or Jackie Jackie Italy?
Jack Italy.
We met J.I.
I had my toes out
everywhere.
He had
his toes out everywhere. He took on a new persona. Like,
he did.
He was J.I.
I was really J.I. It was a lovely experience, man. First of all, just to see you getting married, which was a beautiful thing, you know what I'm saying? And to see that out in just another country was just amazing.
Yeah.
Y'all had it off the chain, man. It was like, I gotta find a woman sooner or later and get married my damn self. That shit was so nice. But it was just fun, man. It just made me be around you guys because it was so, like, it's like being around family with you guys. It's never nobody's better than nobody. Nobody's out to, everybody always shows love when we're around. Like, I mean, We like literally brothers. We don't care what skin color you are. We all brothers, and we have fun to the end, man. And
I will say that. Like, every time it's instant laughs.
It's
like
fun.
every time we together, it's instant laughs. Another great one was you came when we went to Indiana. That summer we went to Indiana and we was like riding the jet ski, fishing and stuff.
I came a few times, but I remember.
Was you there?
I don't think I came to the party one.
Well, my Uncle Jeff came.
Uncle Jeff he was a show. He was a show. We went jet skiing. We did.
That was the birth of YTT.
Yep. Everybody.
Shout out Uncle Jeff, man.
His cousin, the barbershop Davion. He was out there with us. Ryan. We was out there. We had a ball, man.
No,
that's when we really got
memories.
close.
Yeah.
So that's
after that trip.
That's when we like bonded.
The best memory though with us has to be the Europe trip.
Hands down.
It's hard to talk about if you weren't there.
Didn't make this one.
YT didn't even make it. YT couldn't get off work, but
it was our first time to Europe.
That was
a blast. From that point on, that established like, all right, we got to come to Europe every summer, and we did. Since other than COVID.
Bro.
I don't like talking about stuff that I wasn't doing. I just don't. But somebody else, Pete, B Cordial said PG is low key nice with the impersonations, and I want to know from Dallas, who do you think do the best impersonation of?
I think it's
and how would you rate PG's
I think his best impersonation is probably the Snowfall guy, Franklin.
Oh, Franklin.
And he gets into character on that one. Yeah. We'd be on the games non-stop. That's the only voice that I hear.
I'm gonna say Barkley. Charles Barkley.
Nah, the Franklin one is. I ain't watched Snowfall.
Can we get both of them?
Can we get it again? The full one?
Can we get both of them right now,
I can't even think of any Snowfall.
Bodies.
Oh yeah, bodies.
Give us that scene right now.
I can't remember. You put me on the spot, dog.
Give us Charles then. We know you got Charles.
Jackie, to think about it, let me tell you. See, back when I played, you almost had to chuck a guy when he got hot or fouled him and put him on his ass. But these guys now are just too soft.
Yo, that's actually perfect. What the fuck?
He good. That joint got me crying.
I forget Franklin lines, man. I used to have Franklin down, though.
There's nobody else that you can do?
I feel like I'm great with impersonation.
Kawhi, he did that one a lot.
I love Kawhi, too. That's a funny
I feel like
one.
I'm good at I've been pretty good at impersonating people.
You good at
You can't just put me on the spot. Bro,
Did they count that?
Let's go do it again. Kawhi.
I'm not doing it. Hey, we had a good time. We did a little workout in San Diego.
With the team just recently?
A couple of the guys, Rush, a couple of the guys went down there to San Diego, and we got a little work in. And YT was
off the board is crazy.
YT was jumping in the workouts to like help us with our shooting and stuff, like contesting and putting a hand up. We missed a couple shots, so of course YT going crazy, like told y'all, locking y'all up.
I'm not gonna lie, Brad, bro.
So why he on Y now?
I'm not even gonna lie to you, bro.
It's not you, it's me.
It's not you.
That's all me.
You gotta love him.
I love dog, man. He funny. Funny dude, man. Good dude.
Our next question comes from Nicholas Brown 7586, and it says, "Yo, PG, what hobbies or new ventures are you going into after finishing with basketball?"
It'll be something outdoors. I got quite a few things going on outside of basketball when it's all done, and I'm lacing them up.
I'm there, bro.
Or I'm unlacing them and hanging them up. But I definitely want to get a little bit more involved in golfing.
Bro.
I definitely see that in my future, playing a lot more, playing different courses, actually traveling to play golf. I think is kind of checking off two boxes. Definitely fishing, getting back into fishing. I haven't fished in as much as I wanted to, but everybody knows I love fishing. And then, I think from a business standpoint, it's getting involved in, the gaming industry. I'm heavily involved in it now. So when I'm done with actual basketball is I got a few seeds planted in the gaming industry. So be on the lookout for that from your boy.
Our next question is from Surf4322. He asks, what advice would you give to people aspiring to be NBA players that haven't made much of a name for themselves?
I shared this recently with some of the guys when I was down in Fresno, right? I think, like, you have to see yourself, you have to have a vision of how you want to be first.
Right.
And what I mean by that is, like, you have to envision yourself being a great shooter if you want to be a shooter. Like, you're not going to become a great shooter if you don't think you can become a great shooter yourself. So, first and foremost, you have to have a vision of what kind of player and how good of a player you want to be. And then you have to work towards that one thing at a time. Take one step at a time on making that a reality. So, like, if, again, you want to be a great shooter, work on your catch and shoots. Work on your dribble pull-ups. Work on, you know, catching the ball low. Work on catching the ball high. Like, you can make all of this stuff to help you become a better shooter if that's how you see your game. Like, if you don't see yourself, if you see yourself being more of an attacker and a, you know, a finisher at the rim, like, well, okay, you need to start working on finishing and all this stuff. Like, that's how you see yourself. So I think that's where kids and people in general get it mixed up. Like, they say they want to be great. They say they want to be good. They say they want to be successful.
But they don't want to.
But they don't see themselves being great. They don't see themselves being successful. They don't see themselves performing at a high level. Like, you got to vision yourself. Like, that was, and to this day, I think that's why I am where I am, is because I saw this for myself. Like, you know what I mean? I saw myself being a great basketball player. Like, as a kid, I can picture myself hitting game winners. I can picture myself being an all-star. Like, I can picture myself, you know, I haven't won a championship yet, but I pictured myself winning championships. Like, I had vivid memories of this. And so when I get in the gym, it's like, all right, I know what and how I look doing it. Now let's just work at it and get to it.
Download the Domino's app today and become a piece of the Pie Reward. Remember to earn
like
points
this
for
y'all
free
playing,
pizza.
bro? Like, the fuck?
Kids,
like, so this is your plan, bro?
That's my advice to kids.
Rewind the tape on this part. Rewind it. Rewind it, pause it, take notes, rewind it.
The next question comes from Johnny Yeet.
Johnny Yeet. We like Johnny Yeet.
Who would you consider your best friend in the NBA? Like, not necessarily a teammate, but someone who was always there for you and you can reach out to with any questions.
Man.
I mean, I got a few, man. I got a few guys that genuinely just, you know, mad love for. My dogs, brothers, Reggie,
Russ.
of course, everybody knows that's my dog. That's, you know, guy I could call anytime, hit up anytime.
Russ.
Like, true brother right there. Karl Anthony Towns, true brother right there. But, you know, I rock with so many dudes in the league, man, that I can call, like, my homie, my dog from Y, Russ, guys I played with, George Hill, Roy Hibbert, you know, just, you know, dudes that I just built great relationships with that's beyond basketball. But to say, like, best friend, like, probably Reggie and Karl. Karl's like little brother, you know, so it's not even a friendship. It's a big bro, little brother relationship.
What is that like when you are a big bro to somebody in the NBA?
I mean, it's just someone that, like, in our situation, Karl knows he can come to me with anything, questions.
Like, why would you shoot that shot,
ideas,
Like, what is that, bro?
Or just shooting the shit. Like, Karl knows my phone is always available.
Like, why, bro?
And, you know, we recently just went on vacation together and spent, you know, a week out in Europe with our ladies. And, you know, that's my guy. Like, that's my guy. And for every player, like, you know, obviously when they first come into the league, they, you know, gravitate who they gravitate to. But as a veteran player, you always lend that veteranship out to whoever wants to take it. And some guys take up on that. And I think with what happened with me and Carl took up on that. He saw, you know, how I moved. He saw how I worked out. He saw, you know, my lifestyle, having a chef, what I'm putting in my body, how I, you know, enjoy life, you know. And so I feel like he saw everything that I was doing and what was working for me and how he can incorporate that into what he was trying to do in his future. And through that, we just, you know, I feel like there was a trust that was formed that he knows, like, okay, I rock with this dude. Like, let me dive in more into who.
If you would have missed that, I would have slapped the fuck.
And vice versa. As an older guy, it's like I rock with this kid, man. Let me continue to be hands on and be around him and, you know, give my support. So that's kind of just how the relationship formed, and now, you know, again, we've done deals, we've been in business opportunities, we've, you know, had fun moments, you know, we've shared. I've been there for him when he went through his, you know, the loss of his mother. When I've been an all-star, he's been all-stars, and shared messages of congratulations. Like, we just gone on and been, you know, in each other's corners for so long. You know, that's just my guy now.
Yeah, I think that's an interesting perspective on this is, I think is really healthy probably for both of you, you know, both being in the NBA, to have a good friend like that in the NBA, because it's like, you know, I'm one of your good friends, YT's one of your good friends, but we can't really relate to everything that, you know, a professional athlete has to go through, you know, on and off the court. So I would imagine that it's extremely healthy for the both of you, because it's like, yeah, we can give you advice, but at the same time, you know, it's different coming from someone that's actually gone through everything you guys, you know, have had to go through, you know, being a professional athlete. So I think that's awesome that you have, you know, that other relationship in your life that's, you know, not Dallas, not YT. It's someone that's, you guys can relate on a whole lot of other things that you might not be able to get from one of us. So I think that's dope. And last, Pete, talk a little bit about this training camp and preseason game in Hawaii. I know you guys are going to be doing a lot for the people out there in Maui that are going through, you know, the troubles and things that have been happening over there. If you want to touch on that real quick, that would be great.
Yeah, this is the second time since I've been a Clipper that we've done preseason in Maui. So looking forward to that, being in Hawaii, bring our families over there. But the whole cause of it overall is amazing, with the fires that's been going on. Raising money for the relief of that is what's most important, regardless of us, you know, getting ready and priming up for the season to start. It comes at a beautiful time because, you know, we had this locked in before this was going on, but then to now highlight what it's all about at the end of the day, and that's just to give the relief, the support to the families, to the people that were lost, and to the people that, you know, homes burned down, people that, you know, they're you know, it was a tough, rough patch for them. So looking forward to it. Looking forward to being there. I'm sure at some point we'll do some type of community work to be hands-on in the communities there. But yeah, looking forward to it. Looking forward to being down there.
Look, everybody, we want to send a big thanks to everybody that sent in all your questions and everything to Postman P, and we really appreciate it. Keep sending them, and we will keep on answering your questions. Now, P, I would say you're going to close the show, but I'm going to close it today. I just want to say, first of all, thanks, Mr. Dallas, PG, for doing this show today where it was just us again, like old school vibe. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. We went down memory lane again, how it all first started. It felt comfortable. I missed the guest, I ain't gonna lie.
The area is a little voided right now.
Hey, it was good fellowship. We had some fellowship today.
This was a fellowship pod today.
Yeah, it was fellowship pod today. I got to learn about my birds today. We got to catch
Little
up.
Snake. Learned about Little Snake.
Learned a lot about you today.
The fans got
like,
to
what
know
am I
a little
doing,
more
bro?
about us. What else, man? I miss being here, man.
I know. It was good, man. It was a great episode. We hope y'all enjoyed this episode. This is where it all started, man. So shout out to y'all.
Shout out to y'all.
Peace.
We did it outside. That's fine.
And here we are. I know I discussed the cigar the other night, so I owe loyal viewers an apology. Obviously, Andrew was going live with Alex Jones. He did on him.
Like y'all are calling everything. It's actually sad.
To collide one with another. But I heard all sorts of conspiracy theories. Tristan can't go online because, the BBC have released new evidence against him. All sorts of nonsense. No, it was simply that Andrew's broadcast on InfoWars with Alex Jones was going live at the exact same time. So I cancelled my much-awaited cigar evening to instead watch that with Andrew, and so as not to compete in terms of viewership. I know most of you who are watching this did watch that. The question, I guess, is why am I not in my podcast studio, and why are you joining me tonight from my garden? The reason is very simple, and I'm going to go into that after I speak about today's cigar. Now, today's cigar is actually going to remain a mystery. I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you how to talk. I'm going to take over later and scrunch them up, because today's cigar night, as you know, cigar night is I light a cigar, and I answer your question until it's time until the time when my cigar is finished, and then I go about my day as usual. But this cigar night is not about the cigar itself. It is about the lighter that I'm going to light it with. So, bad mic, complaining about the sound. People complaining about the sound. Hopefully it should be fixed. People are complaining about the sound. Hopefully it should be fixed. Okay, should be fixed. And once you can hear me slightly better, I'm going to keep talking. And once you guys can hear me okay, then what I'm going to do is I'm going to continue and I'm going to start actually again from the beginning. So I have friends saying it's not fixed, people saying it's cutting out, people saying nope, people saying the mic is not on. Still bad, not fixed. Technical issues.
So you telling me I have to do this again, bro?
Something in there. I'm going to keep talking into this while you're messing around with it, and hopefully someone's going to be able to hear it. Mic is good, buy a 10 grand mic. My guys have unlimited budget. Audio is good. Okay. Audio is good. That's great news. So what I'm going to do then, gentlemen, is I'm going to start again. I'm going to start completely again from the beginning. So first and foremost, I would like to apologize for canceling my cigar night that was due to air 2 days ago. The reason I canceled that, because there were lots of conspiracy theories on Twitter. Why did he cancel his cigar night? Did something go wrong? Is something wrong in Tristan's life? Has nothing to do with that at all. What happened was I got word from Alex Jones over InfoWars, who I will be speaking to very soon, that his interview with Andrew was about to go live on InfoWars.com/fans.video. So I decided, as not to compete with the debut of the interview with Andrew and Alex Jones, and so I could watch and enjoy the interview myself, I decided to cancel the cigar evening and stay at home and sit in front of the TV and watch Alex Jones, who I absolutely like. Absolutely love. Alex Jones is the man. Everyone's spamming Mike, but people are also replying to things that I had to say. So
come on, man.
Because when it was out of my pocket, people didn't complain so much. So maybe there's some magic in that. Okay, so anyway, enough people can hear me, you can hear me okay. And the reason that we have this strange microphone set up is point number 2, why you are joining me tonight from my garden and not from my illustrious, luxurious, perfect sound quality podcast studio. And the reason is very simple. The reason is because I want to be in two places at once. I want to be here at the cigar evening, which I promised everybody I was going to reschedule, and I also want to be at this gathering of my friends and brothers from within the war room. What the war room is, and what the war room does, I feel today is more important to cover than ever, because Matt Shea, the DNG, who has already been to a war event and knows what we're about for real, is planning on releasing a hit piece on the war room, as he does. It's the nature of snakes. So before Matt, the DNG, talks about the war room in a negative light, I thought, I'm here with the war room guys. I have to do a cigar evening. Why not just let them see it for themselves? As you know with cigar nights, the way they typically work is this. I tell you about a cigar. I tell you about its quality, how it was rolled, where it's from.
Oh my God, they got Ray John.
And then I light the cigar with a standard cigar lighter. And by the time the cigar is over, the cigar night's done, I go about my business and I'm finished answering your questions and bringing up the topics that you want to hear me speak about. However, today, this cigar, which is a fantastic cigar, has no wrapper, has no paper on it, so you can't identify exactly what the cigar is because the cigar night isn't about the cigar. You see, the cigar is not the main character of the cigar night. What is, however, is the lighter. I recently purchased the lighter. You can check the price yourself because the price varies from different countries. Made by DuPont. And it is a roulette wheel, complication, white gold, ruby encrusted DuPont. With a real spinning roulette wheel, where every time I press it, you can probably hear it, even though the mic's bad, spins 26 black. It's your lucky number if you're gambling tonight. Again, 22 black. And I know what you're going to ask, and I'm going to get into this in a second. Tristan, why would you spend 55,000 American dollars on a lighter? Why did you buy it for? And the answer is very simple. To light my cigars. Because this, although it's an intricate piece of jewelry with a Swiss watch mechanism and rubies and jewels, etc., it also has this really cool feature where if you flick it, flames come out. And you can use that flame to light your cigarettes and cigars, which is what I'm going to do. What an incredible invention. It's certainly worth $55,000. I mean, if you were to offer a caveman this level of technology, roulette wheel, the caveman would know how to gamble. Gambling is around it, gambling. But the technology to make fire from your bare hands, the caveman would think it was worth $55,000 or whatever the equivalent currency was at that time. But today, everybody thinks, oh no, you can get cigars. You need a $55,000 cigar lighter, but they're wrong. Which brings me on to my first topic of today's cigar evening, which is rich people making stupid and gratuitous purchases. Because many people, since I've purchased that lighter, I've showed it to them, have said either, wow, what a work of art, that's a piece of jewelry in your hands, it's absolutely amazing, what an accessory to go with your fine Cuban cigars. But a few people have said, what a waste of money. You should not have wasted 55,000 American dollars on a lighter. Here's why they're wrong. I'm going to tell you a little story about when I was younger. I used to work as a security guard in a nightclub.
Katie,
and I used to
you were
see
able to clamp
rich
down
people,
defensively as the
or
game
people with
wore
money
on.
place,
What was the key there?
go into that nightclub when I was making £100 a day, and they used to spend money on drinks and champagne upwards of 10, 20, 30,000 pounds. You know how people do it in London. I'm still having microphone
Patience
complaints,
was
baby.
so important. It paid off. Thanks, Katie.
So now as I sit here as a 34-year-old man, everyone's saying shift the audio, fix mic. Mic's okay, roll with it. Some people are saying it's okay. Look, guys, the sound isn't as good, but I'm outside for a reason. Sound is muffled, allegedly. Hopefully that's better. If that's not better, everyone else can kiss my ass. If this is not better, you can all get lost. Hopefully it's okay now. Because he literally just swapped the microphone. Mike is mid. Okay, if it's mid, get over it. I'm not inside the podcast studio. I'm outside. The wind is blowing, the sun is shining, planes are flying overhead. If the sound is not perfect, literally get over it. Muffled, fine. Great. They're just spamming, fine. And when it comes to rich people making stupidly expensive gratuitous purchases, when I was young, I thought it was stupid. You see, I know there are people at home saying, oh, you know, well, you spent $55,000 on a lighter. That's not okay. I'll tell you why it is okay, and I'll tell you why it makes perfect sense for me. As a young man working in a nightclub for £100 a day, and I saw people spend 20, 30,000 pounds on champagne, I think, oh man, what a waste. Because if I had 30,000 pounds, I'd buy a new bed. My bed was fucked. Oh, I'd upgrade my car. I'd buy some nice clothes. I'd go on a nice vacation. These people are stupid. Really, I was stupid. And the reason I was stupid is because I should have realized that by the time a man has the money where he could spend 30,000 pounds on drinks on a Friday, that his bed isn't broken, his car is perfectly fine, top of the range, he has a nice house, he can go on vacation whenever he likes. So I know that people are going to say that this lighter is a waste, but it's a thing of beauty, it's a work of art, and I like it. And $55,000 to me is not what $55,000 is to most people. And if I like this lighter and I want to light my cigarettes and my cigars with it, then why shouldn't I have it? Because it doesn't make much of a difference to me. If I were to spend $50 on a lighter, back when I was broke, people wouldn't think that was necessarily that stupid. But I only used to make about $50 a day working in my fast food jobs, for example. I make more than $55,000 a day. This is less than a day's work. It's fine. So I like this lighter, and that's what the cigar meeting today is about. It's not about the cigar, it's about this lighter, which I'm going to put on display for all of you to look at. I'm going to try and get the gold one if it comes up for sale. There's only 88 of these in the entire world, and this is number 5 of 88. So I'm going to try and get the gold one, but until then, you're going to have to look at this one on my cigar knife. It's absolutely wonderful. Now, another question, which brings me to why I'm sitting here in my garden today, is, oh, you spent $55,000 on a lighter. You could have given that money to charity. Motherfuckers, what's wrong with you? I am so tired of purchasing things and hearing from people who do nothing for charity and who do nothing for anyone else in the world what I could have done with that money instead, that they would prefer me to do with it. I give a lot more than the cost of that lighter to charity, and that is actually why I'm sitting here in my garden today. In a moment, a bunch of people are going to come out the house when they're finished talking and giving their speeches, and they are members of the War Room. And the War Room members are here this weekend in a gathering to raise money for charity. The War Room does events, which teaches various things: how to dress, how to behave, how to act like a gentleman, how to shoot, technical skills, sales, things that benefit you in life, things that help you grow as a man. But the War Room, unlike the previous meetings we've done this weekend, I decided to just host a bunch of War Room dudes in my house.
I'm guarding Uno, great.
Everybody donated amounts of money to charity at random. The first 50 people
Rodney,
got to come to my house to speak to me. I think that one of the guys only donated a couple $100. It was all he had. But here he is invited to my home in Romania.
Everything's going to be that in transition. So
I do not allow strangers into my house. But the War Room are not strangers. A hit piece is coming out on the War Room. Matt, the DMG, is working on it. But what the War Room really is the network of men who all share the same vision in life. They share the same attitudes, the same goals, the same aspirations, the same values. That's who the War Room is. I used to hear many years ago that you only ever have 5 real friends. And I believed it. I believed that you were very lucky to find 5 real friends ever in your life. And the reason is because the world is not set up to make friends. If you're a man of value and integrity, you have to walk through the world and by chance, every once in a while, when you meet a new man and meet a new guy, find that he shares the same values as you, and then take the opportunity to speak to him. You're not going to find people like that. So I had very few friends most of my life, and a lot of you will probably find yourself with fewer than 5 real friends right now where you are. I have more than 100 friends, 100 men I could trust with my daughter, with my money, with business. I could let them borrow my cars. That's because these men I met from within the War Room. People ask me questions like, how did you and Justin Waller meet? Everyone loves Justin Waller. He's becoming more prominent on the internet. He's a big voice. And everyone's like, oh, you're friends with Justin Waller. Where did you meet him? Justin Waller joined the War Room. And now he is one of my best friends. And I have many friends, some I can name, some I cannot, who I've made friends because they've joined this organization. So the War Room is absolutely wonderful. Male relationships, platonic male friendships, are something that's lacking in this world today. It's something that the Matrix and the mass media try to belittle. They try to say isn't important. They try to make it gay, but it's not. Male companionship and male friendship is one of the most important things in any man's life. And if you lack it, you're not going to have a very happy and fulfilled life. You can have all the women in the world. If you haven't got a friend or brother who's got your back when times get hard, you're going to struggle. So that's what the War Room really is and what the War Room is really about. So they're all here because they donated money to Tate Pledge. I would like you all to go to tatepledge.com because I'm not Mr. Producer. I don't have the ability to spam a bunch of videos here, but I'm sure we will in the next emergency meeting. But we've been doing some amazing work in Syria, some amazing work in Palestine. And the way that Tate Pledge works is very simple. It's not a charity that tries to make money because we have no CEO, we have no HR, we don't film TV commercials. Everything that we do, the goal is towards providing children, primarily in war-torn countries, with food and water. So we build pipes, sewage systems, water pumps, and of course we provide thousands and thousands of meals daily to parts of the world that are struggling. We also finance schools in Syria to make sure that young boys and girls in the war-torn country of Syria can get a good education. And the good thing about Tate Pledge is, because I'm so fucking rich, when these gentlemen who are here at my house donate money to Tate Pledge, all of the money, all of it, goes to the people on the ground. Obviously, the people take, there's a very small salary paid to the workers who actually go into sourcing the food, the teachers who go into, running the school, and everything else goes straight to the people who need it the most. So it's probably the most efficient charity in the world because I'm just a rich man trying to give back, trying to help people. When you donate money to Oxfam with their expensive TV commercials and their CEO who makes $6 million a year or something crazy, how much of that money do you actually think goes to the people who are hungry, the people who are starving? Let me tell you something. What shocked me when I started this charity project 2 years ago was this. I can't believe how cheap things are in the third world. We're sometimes providing meals, big meals that fill people's stomachs for 40 cents, 30 cents. Sometimes they're $1, sometimes they're $2. But when I think of all the billions with a B, donated to charity since the 1960s and 70s, since Live Aid was a big thing, I think, what the fuck have these charities actually been doing? Because if you give me access to the kind of money that these charities have, no one in the world and no child will ever be hungry ever fucking again. I'm doing my part. It's not perfect, but I'm doing my absolute best. And I'm telling you that things in the third world are exceptionally cheap, and you could do a lot with a little. If you are not selfish, if you're not in it for profit, like me and my brother are. So, all the gentlemen who are about to come out here and start smoking cigars and having drinks and eating great food have raised over $200,000 in one weekend, and all of that goes directly to the Tate Pledge, and that's why you're joining me in my car. So I've had a few topics that I wanted to talk about today, because I get asked a few questions, and there were some that were very, very interesting for the last cigar night that actually didn't take place. So I've covered why I'm here. I've covered why I'm outside. But we're going to get into the meat of the cigar night. Now, everyone obviously watched me trounce Andrew in a race on the streets. If you haven't seen it, go to rumble.com/takeconfidential. Me and Andrew engaged in a race where he took his $660,000 McLaren 765 LT. There's only about 800 of those in the world. The Romanian authorities, TCOT, have one of mine. I'm going to talk about them at the end of this podcast. And I was driving, of course, my 1979 Lada 1500, and I won the race. How did I win the race? Everyone asks me, Tristan, why do you drive that Lada around? I think some of you get it. If you're from Eastern Europe, if you're from Romania, Russia, Ukraine, Moldova, Belarus, you understand the comedic value of driving a Lada around. But a lot of people in the world don't get it. So why do I drive a 1979 era communist Soviet Union built piece of shit car? I'm going to tell you why I do it. One, because I have every other car in the world, and I think it's special. And I'm going to tell you the reasons why it is special. Here's what you have to understand about business. Business works because of competition. That's the way the economy works in capitalism. This cigar, bad example. You'll laugh at me if you know why. This laptop is made by Apple. Apple is a company in California. Other companies make laptops. They all make their laptops. They try to make them cheaper and better and more efficient and faster with better features than other laptops at a lower price point. And the people who nail the quality for price point mark tend to win in competition. So my Lada was not built in a state of competition. Ford, Hyundai, Honda, BMW, Audi. Today in the car market, they're all competing one against each other. McLaren, they want to make a car that's faster, better, the best features, at the lowest possible price point so people can actually afford to buy it. And the companies that are the most successful at this stay in business, sell the most cars, and become the most popular.
Oh, that hurts.
Where the Lada was built at a
that
very
hurts a
different
lot.
time. And it's
Oh,
not
my
communism
God.
doesn't work. It was built in the Soviet Union.
Bro.
And the Soviet Union wants something like this. Okay, I'm the government who owns
I
everything.
sold
There's no
hard,
private
bro.
There's no private industry. I am the government. Our people need cars to drive. Propose to me some designs. Well, comrade, this is called a Lada. I can build these at the factory.
I get it, Cam. I get it, okay?
And
I get it.
drives and it moves. Okay, good. That's a car. Make Ladas. The people in Russia drive Ladas. No
He's gonna
choice,
score way
no
more than
competition,
13, bro. Come
no
on.
foreign imports. That's the way it works. So it's actually a time capsule. I'm sitting next to it right here. It's right here in front of me. It's actually a time capsule.
The way they do the shot meter is so ass, bro.
Different time in human history of civilization, which I don't think we're ever going to see ever again unless North Korea start producing military vehicles, which they probably will. So I like the Lada. I think it's very special. I think it's very unique, and that is the reason I drive it. I also drive it because I like it.
He might win that bid for real this year. I ain't gonna lie.
But that brings me into competition, because competition is super important, and that is another aspect of the war room that people don't understand. Men need other men to compete against. The reason Ferraris and McLarens and Aston Martins are so fantastic is because these three companies are competing one against the other to provide the best, fastest possible car, the best product. You yourself need something to measure yourself against and somebody to compete against to become the best version of yourself. I will tell you right now, as rich as I am currently not the richest man in my house. There is a man here who is richer than me. He is a member of the war room. That makes me strive and want to be more successful. Yesterday, everybody here was doing some boxing. Of course, when Matt Shea partook in war room boxing, he was, oh no, he punched me in the face. This is assault. Why does he want to do this? We compete in boxing because the ability to be violent and to protect your friends and your family and your loved one and your possessions is integral to being a man.
Two people in the MVP race is crazy.
Some are experienced boxers and experienced fighters, and some are not. And those who are not today are promising us, as their group of friends, as their group of brothers, that they are going to do better themselves. They're going to train harder. And when I see them again, they're going to do better. We have people who are striving in business, people who are inspired by me, people who are inspired by the guy who's here who's richer than me. I'm not going to say his name.
No way, Golden State. No way.
Like, I'm going to be at the point
they're right there, though.
And if he's not pathetic, holding yourself accountable and competing with other men is super important to being an optimum man, an optimum human being.
How?
Why McLarens are technically better than Lada. See how I keto roped it back in. Skill.
Houston.
So competition between men is super important. That is another aspect of what we do in the war. So these men's donate how much they individually get.
It's gonna be cap.
But the top 10 donors have been congratulated.
Jazz?
The top 5 are going to have people on the ground in personalized thank yous for the financial contributions
they got a lot of good 2K players.
Because it lifts the heart. It makes people feel good.
2K players.
So, and the other people in the room are thinking, okay, well, I came here, I didn't donate that much money, but next time we run a fundraiser like this, we can expect to raise $250,000. $250,000.
Look, usual Eastern Conference.
In a weekend to feed starving children. But that's not what people want to say about me, is it? That's not what the media want to say about me. So I'm going to talk about the main topic of today's cigar night, because I'm only going to be online for about 35, 40 minutes. It's not going to be as long as many of my others. I'm going to get to your super chats at the end. The big bombshell has dropped, ladies and gentlemen. If you trust the BBC, I'm going to tell you they actually got something right. The BBC got access to the case file, the indictment that was submitted to judges to say these men are human traffickers and these men are guilty. Now, this is a bombshell, ladies and gentlemen, and the BBC actually reported factually. So you would think, after 1.5 years of investigating me, after spying on me and following me for 6 months, after locking me in a prison cell for 3 months, after going through every electronic device I have ever owned, after searching every property that I have ever had, after talking to every girl who I have ever made love with, they have completed this indictment to show the judge that I'm a human trafficker, and the BBC have got their hands on it, and the BBC are leaking information from the file. So given the millions of dollars spent, millions spent trying to prove I'm something I'm not, given the massive amounts of human resources used to try to prove that I'm a human trafficker, the indictment says,
yeah, that layup shit do be blowing me.
The thing the BBC could possibly find,
3-point shit is fine, because if
they
they open, bro.
Is that I once referred to my girlfriend as a slave. Think about that. BBC, if you're listening, that isn't the bombshell that you think it is. If I were a left-wing political pundit and a social justice warrior and somebody who used virtue signaling like you all do when you cover up pedophiles and sex offenders like Hugh Edwards, if I were like you and you found a message with me saying to my ex-girlfriend, "You're my slave," you could probably leak that and get me fired from a job at the BBC. But let me tell you something. I did write that. All of my WhatsApp conversations for my last 4 years were read in fine detail by the authorities to try to prove that I'm a human trafficker, okay? I did, in fact,
should I keep them? I'm going to keep them the same and just buff me a little bit.
Was my slave. Now, here's the important takeaways from that. Can you imagine what should be in this case file? If I am the man they say I am, there should be chains, dungeons, handcuffs, urine-stained mattresses, messages saying, "Bitch, get back out on the street."
But I'm winning though. It's just hard. All right, I'm gonna keep it the same.
Here, I have 3 girls for sale. Proof anyone traveled anywhere. Me physically moving people from one place to another. That's what human trafficking is. Why, if the BBC got their hands on the indictment, do they print a story that says I called my ex-girlfriend a slave? Because, ladies and gentlemen, this is the great bombshell. The BBC lining this up for me. That is as bad as the evidence against me gets, which is insane. Because the girl who I called a slave, obviously as a joke, 1, did not make a complaint about me, 2, is protesting that I'm innocent, 3, has told everybody I'm a lovely person, and 4, it's not even about the girls who lied and came here. I wasn't even talking about them when I said someone's my slave. So, you have to ask yourself a question. Does me staying on WhatsApp, "Oh, don't worry, she'll clean the house, she's my slave," does that merit locking me, my brother, and my friends up in a fucking prison for 3 months? Subjecting us and our families to the worst forms of physical and psychological torture, locking us in our houses. I haven't been free since December 2022. I'm still not free now. I leave the city limits of Bucharest. I will be arrested and thrown back in jail because I once said a girl is my slave. I did say that, BBC. You got that right. But you have miscalculated how underwhelming that is as a bombshell after this level of media storm and investigation. Yeah. Let me give you another example while I light my cigar with my $55,000 lighter. If you're one of the investigators, obviously trying to put me in jail, if you're an immoral person, you'll never own one of these. Gotta put God first, start doing the right thing. I had a conversation 1 week ago with the mother of my daughter. She sent me an image of my daughter drawing with crayons on the walls of the house. And I said, "Ha, I'll kill her when I get home." Now, I did say that. Cut it up, take it out of context as much as you like, spread it around the world. Because I said that, would you think it was prudent to spend millions of dollars investigating me for potentially being a homicidal child murderer, would you think it prudent to take me and my brother and my friend and lock us in prison for month after month after month while you investigated the possibility that we run an organized criminal group that conspires to kill children when no children are harmed, no children are murdered, no crime has ever taken place, but I did say in a message, I'll kill her when I get home. That is exactly the same as what had happened to me, ladies and gentlemen, because the core of the evidence, the piece of evidence that makes me look the worst, is me saying, ha ha, this girl's my slave, she'll clean the house, he's my slave. Does that mean I enslave people? I am a half-black man. I'm a descendant of African-American slaves. Does me making a joke that my ex-girlfriend was my slave mean that I'm in fact a slave owner? You can make up your own mind, ladies and gentlemen. I encourage all of the affiliates and TikTokers out there to cut this argument up and put it out there, because this is the bombshell that the BBC has dropped. I'm going to give you another example of evidence leaked from the case file that's in the news that I would like to address. One girl who is friends with another girl. We've all seen, I'm not allowed to talk to these people, and I do not talk to these people. I want to make that perfectly clear. We've all seen the girls online saying, I'm a victim in this case file. I've told the police to take me out. I'm not a victim. This is my friendship group. They're all my friends. No one's human trafficked. Drop the investigation. This is bullshit. Everyone's seen those girls. These are girls in the case file, listed as victims. Everyone's seen them protest my innocence online probably 20, 30 times. They keep doing it. I'm not telling them to. I have no communication with them. But because they care about us and they care about Georgiana, Luana, and the other girls involved in the case, they are actively fighting to get their names removed as victims from the case file. Now, bombshell from the case file. Ready? Strap yourselves into your seats, ladies and gentlemen, because this indictment was built and put together to prove I'm a human trafficker. Bombshell from the case file. All of these girls, the girls who were locked up, the girls who are said to be victims but they're not, mess around on TikTok, as everyone does. I'm banned from TikTok. I don't have TikTok. Half the people here probably have TikTok. And they did TikTok live streams of their own accord by themselves and posted TikTok videos and all helped each other out, build each other's TikToks up. During one conversation once, with all context ignored, I'm going to say the clip first. It was said by one girl, if you don't make some TikTok videos this evening, I'm going to throw you off of a balcony. Bombshell. Wow. I guess Tristan Tate is a human trafficker. That is the second bombshell taken from this indictment. Now, I know that when girl A typed that to girl B read it and went, ha ha ha, she's so funny. I know that she was not actually seriously thinking that she was threatened of being thrown off of a balcony. Ladies and gentlemen, the house she lives in has no balcony. But that, again, is another bombshell from the file. So when the BBC think it's fun to leak tiny bits of information,
On Bigo, you can watch the freshest content from the coolest streamers.
Bigo.
I don't even know. I know just as much as y'all. Honestly, I know just as much as y'all.
Nah, not too much on the boy. We do want to have him come on. That'd be fun.
He's gonna come on, man. Pull up on the kid.
Yeah, no, we would love to have him. Dude, it'd be so fun, us four, too.
That'd be fire. Yeah, 100%. That'd be go back and forth.
Yeah. So what's good, bro? What's been up? So you guys are shooting the next season right now.
Yep.
You're in Atlanta.
Yep.
How's it been?
It's been good, man. It's a blessing to be doing a season 3 when a writer strike is happening.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So it's like, so they wrote all the episodes before, the whole industry.
So you got all 10 in the can right now?
Yeah, so thank God for that, you know what I'm saying? So that's been going good. That's been going smooth. We got a lot of, different big stars on it, and now, you know, the BMF boys are expanding. They starting to get real money because they start moving out to Atlanta.
Yeah, they start traveling. And shit.
Yeah, and that's when
Traveling
like meets start becoming big meets
Right.
and shit like that. So that's been cool to just see that play out.
Yeah, that's fire. Yeah, that definitely where you know, when you're in a different environment and stuff starts really taking off, that's when the show starts getting fun.
Right.
Because you got to lay the story down first.
Right.
You got to lay the characters. You got to put the world out there, and then you can expand with, you know, with what you have. So yeah, dude, that's fucking awesome though.
Yeah. You guys are filming too right now, right?
Yeah, we're filming right now.
What episode y'all on?
We on
7.
6 into 7.
We're on 6.
Yeah, we almost done with 6. Yeah. We done 6. Damn, so everybody moving.
Yeah, everyone's
we're on 6 right now. That's crazy.
Yeah. Kaden about to get back into filming.
Yep.
The whole shit.
So the writer's strike?
Yeah.
Yeah, they about to start in like a
Oh, so they just finished writing everything.
I believe so. I don't know.
Well, Kanan finished a couple months ago, and then they're just going right into the next
they
season.
took 2 months off. They didn't even take a whole hiatus.
Which is
So
fine.
the writer's strike is like next month.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
So like
They already been writing.
Oh yeah, they have to have everything down because
they got
the DGA find that out. Those writers are kicked out of the union.
That's crazy.
No, but you could write before. They have scripts written.
Yeah, no, right. Writing before is one thing, but like if they catch them like they sneaking some shit out, oh, it's a wrap.
Yeah. That's what I was saying. I was making jokes because they're like that. So basically, for everyone who doesn't know, like they're
we gotta let them know what the strike is, right? Because everybody's like, writer's strike.
It's mostly for like residuals because there used to be residuals for television, and then now it's streaming. It's not as much money, so the writers, that's kind of where their bread and butter came from. So they're striking right now, which means no writers can write any TV episodes if this happens. So if you have scripts already written, you can shoot that. But then now there's a thing where the DGA might strike too, which is the directors, and then the whole town shuts down. So then they don't film anything. That's
why I've been going on the road and doing comedy shows.
Yeah, man, bro. You got to keep that ball
Right.
rolling, bro, because you never know what's gonna happen.
Shit, I'm about to join y'all podcast. I'm about to start holding the camera and shit behind the scene, nigga. What the fuck? Nah, that shit I'm not going out like that. I work too hard to be here. I'm not going out like that.
I was making jokes. So I was like, there's a director's strike. Let me and Mike direct the episode. We're like, okay, why is every scene in a strip club? Like, trust me. It's gonna work. It's gonna work. They're like,
money, cars, we good. We got this under cover.
Yeah. So, like, I want to hear your origin story. Like, obviously we've spoken and we've seen each other out like that, but like, I truly don't know how you got into this, how this came to be. I know you were on All American before BMF, so like, I want to hear the Da Vinci story. Like, how did that start?
The origin story. I feel like this is like how I became an X-Man. No, but, you know, before I start this though, y'all need to put up a BMF poster right here.
Where?
Right here.
That's not going anywhere.
All right, no, how about this? Look, off camera, we're going to have a bet. If I beat you on a bet, or we could bet on the playoffs game. We could bet on the Knicks tomorrow night.
All right.
And if my bet goes well, you got to have BMF on this shit for the next 5 episodes. No, actually, I want BMF. I want this ugly ass poster. I want this ugly ass poster. I want it right here.
Oh, man.
Deal. We shake on it.
Well, before the episode ends, we got to figure out what it's going to be. But so for the season finale Ghost recap, because we've been recapping for 10 weeks, we'll take that poster down. If you win this thing, and we'll put a BMF on there for the season finale recap. If you win. But you're not going to win.
But it's going to have to stay up there for a minute.
Yeah, it'll stay up there for the, what is it, Dave?
Yeah, what's the incentive?
Thank you.
What's the incentive?
What do we rate?
Yo, Dave, let me get a call.
I had this motherfucker. He's like, yeah.
He was slick. I ain't gonna lie. Davis, yo, that's why Davis the man. Yeah. Yo,
you know what? Okay.
Last week we would have been fucked because Dave wasn't here last week.
Yeah.
Damn, David, get the fuck out of here.
You guys don't really have anything. We have everything. What do we get? Your rinky-dink show over here? Sure, fine.
Yo.
All right, fine. Yeah. Fuck it. Yeah, you don't got to bet.
We'll think of something.
You don't got to bet.
We'll think of something after this.
Yeah.
We'll brainstorm or whatever. Alright, we're gonna take a break. We gotta talk about our friends at Better Help, man. This is
no, we don't.
That.
But yeah, where did it all start?
So boom, the way this all started, I was born in Brooklyn. then moved to Jersey, back and forth between Jersey and Brooklyn. And I got in trouble. I got arrested when I was 13. I got sent to my father in Florida. And I did high school and a little bit of college in Florida. And then I was like, yo, fuck this. I'm about to move back up north and start pursuing my dreams. And I just started I just realized that proverbial route wasn't for me. I was like, no offense to anyone working at, 9 to 5 and hustling, but it's like, for me, I was just like, I can't do this shit. And I realized Social Security is running out for the millennials. So it's like, we're going to have to work till we're 95. So I was like, I don't pursue my dream. Like, I'd rather just die trying. Like, no, not sound cliche like 50, but get rich or die trying, literally. So I was like, fuck this, I'm going to start going. And I used to do music. I started playing instruments at an early age. I write music, so I started rapping. My godmother had a good relationship with Jay-Z's mom, Gloria Carter. So she was like, yo, you should come to her shop and perform. And I was like, okay. I performed there. I got discovered. It's crazy. I have not met Jay-Z or Beyonce yet, but they both know exactly who I am. Like, one time I was leaving the shop, the restaurant, and they was coming right in. I was mad as fuck. Yeah. I was like, fuck. But we're probably the same person. That's why you never saw us in the same room. I like to think I got Jay's work ethic. but yeah, so I got discovered from there. And then the manager at the time was like, yo, you should get into acting as well. I'm like, yeah, I love acting. Like, I think that's dope. And then I started doing that. I started training with Mark John Jeffries. Out here, the boy with Losing Isaiah. He played Little C's and get rich.
I was actually in a movie with him too. He was in Love. In the movie Love.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Damn, your eyes got a resume.
Mike's been doing this for a long time.
Yeah,
you guys just started.
Right. Shit, I guess so. You're right, but shit. In this race, nigga, I'm catching up. I'm catching up for a fact. But
lanes, man.
But yeah, so I started doing some acting on the side, and then the music business, it just started getting annoying and frustrated. I was so frustrated by it, and I was like, you know what? Fuck this. I think I might just go straight to the acting. One of my friends, Little Mama, shout out to Little Mama, Lip Gloss, Popular Gloss.
Oh yeah, shout out to Little Mama. That's the sister.
That's my sister, right? And she was just like, yo, come to LA, meet my manager. I was like, yo, your manager's not gonna want to sign me. I'm 20, going on 21. Like, I'm too old. Everyone started out in this business like 10. You know what I'm saying? And then she was like, yo, shut the fuck up. What are you talking about? And this a couple years ago, and I just, boom, I flew out there. She was like, yo, kid, I like you. She was like, let me hear some of your music, whatever. Sent it to her, showed her perform something, and she just signed me. Boom. After that, CSD signed with me only the New York division and not the LA division. The LA division was like, nah, he don't got a name. Like, LA got so many names. Like, who the fuck is this kid? So it was like, take his ass back to New York and see if he works. 2 weeks later, I put Marvel Jessica Jones. And I was just like, okay. And I called him. I was like, yo, can I go back to LA now? And I was like, nah, fuck that.
That was the first thing you ever booked?
That was the first thing I ever
booked. What was
booked.
it, one episode? Or?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, and I remember I was in the transport van with Kristen Ritter, who was the lead on there, and she was like, yo, I don't know, it's something about you, kid. I feel like you're gonna do really well in this business. I was like, oh, thank you, I appreciate that, white lady. Like, I don't, like, I didn't know shit. And then 2 weeks after that, I screen tested for this show with Keke Palmer that was gonna be on MTV, and it was like for 16,000 episodes. And you count the money, you do the math and the calculation. I was like, I'm lit. They flew me first class. I was staying at the W. It's crazy at the time. I only had $300 in my deposit, my checking account. And you know how they have to do that deposit hold shit? I was mad as hell. So they had everything. So I had to call my boy, ask him money
for the hotel, right?
Right, and I ain't even get the role, and I was pissed off. I said, fuck acting, I'm done. My team's like, yo,
after you just tested for something?
See, I didn't know.
Right, you didn't know how it worked, right?
So to me, like, everyone's saying, like, bro, you don't understand that kid. I'm like, honestly, I don't give a fuck about your story. And I hate that comparative suffering and being like, well, someone here just don't got it. It's like, I can't relate, bro. I don't know this shit. I just know that I'm poor and this shit hurt right now. You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, fuck it, I'm quitting. I'm going back into music. And then right after that, I flew to LA and I lied to the team saying I was just coming back. And on my flight there, I had an audition for Grownish. I was supposed to self-tape. And I was like, well, since you're there, go in the room, see what happens. And it was a one-episode thing. I ended up getting a call back, and me and Kenya Barris, and I got the role. And when I got that role, funny thing about that, they was about to fire me and recast me. They was like, oh, he's too, like, they was like, I don't know if he's, like, nervous because of Yara or what it is, but we think he's too green. And I was green as fuck, but the thing is, what I was like, what the fuck, it was, like, Hollywood is so, like, preppy. You got all these, like, groups. I'm in LA, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm like a stray dog with like pampered poodles and fucking chihuahuas and Pomeranians. So I'm just like, bro, this shit is just mad uncomfortable. This camera's here, there, and then Kenya Barris was like, nah, this is the kid. So he kept me in. Shout out to Chris Spencer because he helped me out too.
Oh, I like him. He's
Chris
good.
Spencer,
I've been seeing him doing stand up forever.
Yeah. And he took me under his wing with stand up too, and he's been training me and shit. So he was just like, yo, bro, like, look, he was telling me in so many words that they're about to fire your ass, and I was just like, oh fuck. So he talked to me. Next day I came into work, I killed it. Then they ended up putting me throughout the entire season, and that ended up was what made my mark in Hollywood. And there was like, I ended up being the only character that was trending on Twitter worldwide. And there was a lot of the casting guys. Like, it was crazy, and that right there, and everything just started falling. There was like, oh, who's this kid? And then like All American, I went out for Spencer James, and they were just like, well, he doesn't look hood enough, which was just like, it's crazy. That's where I'm from. But you know, Hollywood be like,
they have a different
type
of
exactly. Because it's like, I know niggas from the hood that don't look crazy as fuck, and they don't got their eyes ain't missing. No offense to Terry, but you know what I'm saying? It's like some niggas still look good, and they just like they was dodging bullets and punches.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But so it didn't happen. But then they called me for Darnell, and that ended up being a big character. And it's crazy because the timing of that character got huge, and the pandemic happened, so everyone was sitting their ass at home watching TV.
It.
So we all became like stars. Yeah, All American, that shit was big.
What?
That shit was
That's all I was hearing about.
Right.
So for the people back home, you were auditioning. You obviously had a little bit of training, not much. What was your process when you went into the room, and what was your process when you got the set? Like,
you were like, you were like raw. Like,
I was just myself.
Yeah.
And I
the best way to
realized,
be.
Right. Because like I think everybody try to play this character, or they try to do what people want them to hear. And me, I'm just like, bro, at the end of the day, I know there's only one dimension. There's only one dimension. I'm gonna be myself. So I was in the room. I was myself. I didn't even know who Kenya Barris was. You know what I'm saying? And it was just like, I'm talking to him like he's a regular person. And I'm like, wait, y'all want me to read this? But I'm like, that shit sounds crazy. And the writer's right there. They're like, that's the writer. I was like, the writer for what? I'm like, oh. So they're dying laughing. Like, I was so raw and like, I didn't know this shit. But they like that shit.
Right, because most actors will come in and be like, oh, I'll do, do you want me to, I can do it. Like, I can slit my wrist in front of you right now if you give me the role.
Right, they'll do anything. Like, and they be lying like, can you drive a tractor? Yeah. Can you do this? Yeah. Me, I'll be honest, like, I don't know what the fuck you talking about, but I can learn. You know what I'm saying? And I think that honesty right there, we just was like, yo, this kid is like, he's real as fuck. And I've trained for 2 years for real, but you could train all you want. Just like you could train for fighting all you want, but you get in a real fight, that shit is different, man.
Like,
you
gotta
them
fight
cameras in front of your face, and you got to mark. You can't move here. You can't do. Like, you know what I'm saying? That shit is just like, and then they shooting shots. You reading a fucking line like this in the corner. Like that shit is different. But I was just myself, and I was never really like scared because I didn't really know who anyone was.
Right.
So that's kind of like that was the gift.
That's a good.
So when you were acting, were you in your head at all, like on set, or like were you like, okay, my line's coming, or were you just fully, completely in the scene to start?
When I started, like I think in Grownish, when I was doing Grownish, I was like, yo, like I'm about to know everybody's lines in this motherfucking scene. Like I'm gonna make sure I know what's going on. And I was in my head a little bit, but after like I saw how the world responded to me, I was like, oh, they fuck with me. Like, let me get out of my head so now I can play. Because when you're in your head about something,
you're scared to try certain things.
You can't really play.
Yeah, you can't play it.
You can't really play, but I got out of my head, and then I was just able to just, like, change shit. I'm improv here, and the writer's like, oh, we like this. Like, keep that. And then, you know, and now just, like, now I'll be on any set, and I'll just be chill.
Do whatever the fuck you want.
Yeah, and, like, I know the material now, and I know how to move, and I know what look good on camera. I know what looks and shit like that. So now I'm, like, I'm straight.
So what happened after Grownish? Did All American come right after that?
No, I went on a 6-month dry spell. Yeah, no word.
It gets like that.
And I realized, and then like they was paying me as a local, and I just started, so it was no real money. So I was just like, but I knew because I was a promoter in New York. So 2021, like 1920, I was a promoter. So I was just like, I know how to hustle, and I know how to make little side deals and whatever. So I was like, yo, if this shit don't work out, nigga, I've been eating without a regular job. Like, I know what I'm gonna do. So I went back there in LA. I knew the people. So boom, main phone calls, and then a McDonald's commercial came in. My first ever commercial, I booked it.
That's hard.
McDonald's and I was like, what? And then like I was barely in that motherfucker. Like you only saw like half my face, but I made like $40,000 in 3 months. And I was just like, oh, this is crazy.
That commercial money is different.
And then it used to be way better. Yeah, you used to get like, I know some dudes that did 1 or 2 commercials, got a couple mil from it for a couple
years.
TV is
not the same no more, so they don't pay as much.
Damn, that's crazy.
I used to do a lot of voiceover stuff. That's how I was eating. But like, even that is not what it used to be anymore. Like, because there used to be less channels, less this, less ads. So there was like 15 commercials on at once. If you book one of those, you're making a couple mil if it's playing for a year. Yeah,
that's fucking dope.
Yeah,
that commercial money different.
Yeah, you look like you work at McDonald's. Anyways,
Mr. Clean Magic Eraser powers through tough messes. It makes it look like I spent hours cleaning. No, I didn't.
Let's take a quick break from the episode. Do you have a small business? Do you sell merch? Do you do anything in the e-commerce space?
Yes, I do, bro, and I got it handled, bro, so I don't need none of your advice, bro. I got it.
See, now, you can, with the ship stick.
So no, but that's dope. So you're paying the bills with a little bit of commercial stuff, and then that's when.
And then I booked Lethal Weapon.
Fire.
With Damon Wayans. Then I booked The Boys. And The Boys, it's funny because in The Boys, I went off the A-Train, and the producers really liked me, but it was like, oh, he's so green. I kept hearing this fucking green word for the last 3 years.
Look at all my credits.
I'm just like, yeah, right. But green is like a banana. You know when like you're not ripe yet. You're not ready. So it's very disrespectful. They try to sun the shit out of me. And I was like, but how the fuck am I ever supposed to get ungreen if motherfuckers don't?
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
That's the thing about Hollywood. They're dumb.
You're gonna get a chance. Take a shot.
You can't get a good agent until you get credits, but you can't get submitted for shit until
without a good agent.
Yeah, it's
like weird, bro.
It's a setup. Yeah. It's for sure a setup. That's why you gotta have a hustle, and I think for anyone that's trying to be an actor, or well, I'm not gonna say trying. You're pursuing acting. You're pursuing anything in the arts. You have a side hustle, and have a different way to make money, because this shit can get cold. But and I booked that. Then I booked a movie with Ben Affleck, The Way Back.
Oh, nice.
And I was like, and then the pandemic started closing down and shutting, and that shit started shutting down.
I was working with him. I love him.
It was dope. He's cool as hell. Yeah. Ben Affleck is a cool, big ass dude, and I was like, he's 6'4", and I'm 6'3", so I was just like, damn, like people used to tell me like, oh, I lost roles literally because of my height.
Because you're too tall.
Yeah, like it was this movie that I went out with me and Ryan Destiny. We were doing a chem read together. And then Universal was just like, they was like, we love him. It's just when we put them side by side, she's at his hip. You know what I'm saying? So they would have to have an Apple box and all that shit. And then half the time when I was filming Grownish, me and Yara seen she had to be on an Apple box. So it's like, so I used to be like, but he made me like look at my height in a whole nother way. He was like, nah, you'll be Batman.
What?
So I was like, fuck it, I'll do that, you know?
That's alright.
That's dope.
And then All American came.
Right. And was that kind of where you
I blocked it and then fouled him? Like,
for sure,
like make it make sense.
Like, it was for sure like.
You feel me? Like word to my dad and word to your dad
famous.
too. Like,
right. Like people still know me from All American way more than they do like.
Blocked first.
Like it's way
like
way
bitch
bigger.
That other
and it's way bigger than Power too. what is it called? Powderpuff Girls?
I was waiting.
I know.
Like yeah. All American was shit on that.
We're gonna do this the whole episode.
All American is shitting on Power. I'll tell you that.
All right. Actually, here's the thing about Netflix.
Now
the thing about Netflix.
The one with Amari Hardwick.
Yeah.
That's when y'all was putting up Game of Thrones numbers, but you wasn't even around.
Well, I was on
chilling
season
in that
5 and 6. But
chilling. I was like, what's up, man?
But I don't know if you
I was hitting licks with Kanan.
Yeah, he's been here, but like,
I know this motherfucker.
I don't know if you saw on Deadline what they released maybe about 4 or 5 weeks ago. Well,
was it about Power?
Yeah,
for sure.
No, it was about book 2 Ghost.
I don't pay attention.
Yeah, 100%. Yeah.
We broke all the records on Stars. Yeah, we actually tripled your guys' ratings. That's a true story. Tripled.
That's crazy.
By 3.
I think we helped you guys because we talk shit about y'all so much.
I think we helped you guys.
You guys talk shit, so you get brought into the conversation. And listen, I get it. You guys are smart. You're trying to be in the conversation with
logical
we get it.
fucking thinking.
We get it.
You gotta be methodical in this business. You know what I'm saying? You know the boys.
All Americans for sure bigger than Power.
But here's the thing. The thing about
Let's see the powers now.
thing about.
Wait, what the hell, Sneeko?
Hayden's marriage are cruel? No, his family line is good. Wait, am I a dick sucker? You're a dick rotter. Rotting that motherfucker. Oh, you're not doing something. Wait, why?
Yo.
I've never seen a black
Look,
man.
Chet Holmgren, I know you're like that, bro.
What do you mean?
It's an ethnicity.
I know you're like that, Chet, but just chill, bro. Feel me?
More about people than I can think. Nah, like, I don't think so.
Dude, when you move, like when you move.
One day wake up and say, I'm not closed-minded, bro.
When's the last time you've been to Haiti?
2 years ago. 3 years ago. That shit was crazy.
You're not going back anytime soon, right?
Why you say that?
My whole family's moving out of Haiti.
That shit's bad. It's bad out there, bro. It's bad. Like, you don't want to, I ain't gonna lie, you don't want to go to Haiti. You don't want to go to Haiti. It's bad.
Yeah, Haiti it is a shit.
You speak Creole? Para Creole?
I'm probably get a little bit. You said what?
PT. Little bit.
I don't really be speaking it like that. Okay? Wait, hold on. Let's say you've been to India.
I went to see my grandparents 2 years ago.
Yo, India got the most motherfuckers in there, right?
No, it's China.
It's close though.
It's close. India like this big. How they packing all them people that little ass shit?
They hide them in the village.
Yo.
They like shoulder to shoulder or some shit?
No, they poop in the streets and all this stuff. But we should do an IRL stream there. No, they do.
Yo, go to India for an IRL stream, bro.
Should I do that, Chad?
That would be hard, yeah.
Yes. That's cool. That's cool.
Go to India and give away food and stuff.
Yeah, yo, no, go to India, bro.
Like, yeah, bro.
Chad, should I go to... They're all saying yes.
Buy them some toilets, tell them to stop going to the street.
You go with Indian bitches?
No, they're actually stinky and dirty as fuck. But my type... What?
No, keep cooking.
My type is Latina, big... What's your girl?
My girl?
Yeah, what's your race?
She... black. French.
It's fire.
What you making that face though, nigga?
It's fire, bro. It's good shit.
I know.
Do you have a girl?
Yeah.
Surprising. What's her race?
Colombia.
Damn, that's fire.
How come that was fire? You swallowing like a motherfucker.
You have to think for big Latinas, right?
Bro, I went through my Latina phase too, bro. I went through like 2 or 3 Latina girlfriends. I was cool off there. Like, that was cool.
Too much drama, too much anger and emotion.
Bro, too much.
Was she keyed your car?
Oh, look, that's the thing. That's one thing though. Girls don't do no crazy shit in your life. I'm not saying they're afraid of me, but they just won't. Like, a girl never tried me no crazy shit like that. Ain't nobody keying my car, bro. You would die.
You would kill a girl? That's what I'm talking about, man.
Like, so annoying, bro. Like,
I thought he was a little bit soft and woke.
and he's about to make that.
Yeah.
Just said me and Chicken, we've been through some situations, bro.
Hit my phone and was like, hey, if I call you again, make the move.
Yo, no, like. Amigos.
You guys are thugs?
What? We ain't no thugs. We live in the burbs. Our neighbors are white.
Exactly.
You feel me? We in the burbs.
That's what's best.
You live in Houston?
Fuck yeah.
What's that? You live in like an apartment or a house?
House.
Your neighbors like you?
Yeah, they're all Indians. I live in
So, wait, could I move into your neighborhood? Hell no.
What?
Why?
Wait, why?
What do you mean, why?
They will look at you weird. They throw like toilet paper at your house and shit. Like, it's not a good idea, bro.
Indian motherfuckers? They like that?
They're racist.
They like black people? Fuck no.
What?
What?
Nobody like they're like, come on, I'm like,
Wait, what's this tattoo? Wait, have you ever showed it before?
yeah, I showed it. Wait, would you get tattoos?
I'm Muslim.
Haram. Yo, it was before,
You
man.
gotta erase the motherfuckers.
No, you don't have to erase your past sins. You're fine now. You're fine.
You're fine. You are fine.
You just have to erase the fact that he picked his death for club.
That's not a sin. The fuck?
I'm pretty sure that there's gotta be something.
Public line like that?
I was a 14-year-old kid. I didn't know what I was doing.
How do you think?
Oh, sorry, this is how it went.
You're your twin brother, right?
Yeah, it was my twin brother, but this is how it went.
You have a twin brother?
Yeah.
Wait, you do? No, he doesn't. They
Still retarded, I can't
pretend like he was.
Did you guys not go to fucking school, bro?
Nigga, bro,
I'm sorry, I'm not well versed on the neon history.
You feel me? I did that stuff my whole all these years. I
And
thought
one.
Actually, it's that.
Bro, I swear, I was like,
I thought I was your pop, nigga.
He is. But listen, I was in the back of my room, I recorded it, went to Walmart, and posted it there. It was fire, bro.
What did your parents say about that shit?
They were actually mad. And then my friends were all texting me, I thought I was dead.
Do your parents like you? Like they don't like you at all?
When was the last time you hugged your mother? Like a week ago?
When was the last time you hugged your father?
Like a week ago?
did he hug you or did he side hug
He
you?
loves me, he kissed me.
Is your father like, you like, you know what I'm saying, masculine and shit?
Yeah.
How you like this then?
I'm a little retarded.
So, 2-family household, money good, and you turn out like this.
What is it even supposed to mean? I'm perfectly fine, bro.
Is he perfectly fine, Chad?
He's on his way.
Yeah, he's on his way. You're on your way. That's what's important. You feel me?
I just need like I need like an advisor, like a mentor.
You got Snicko.
The fact that Rage is going around in a wheelchair is actually insane.
CWL mentor, Sneeko. I mean, you're as bad as me, bro.
What do you mean? I heard your dad likes me.
He does.
Your parents like it?
I'm saying yes.
Papa's watching. Thank you. Make sure he's on the right path.
Your daddy got an accent?
No. Does your dad have a black accent?
Don't give a fuck. Where's the black accent?
He just asked.
Because he just said Papi loves me. I thought you was
I mean, he's obviously racist. He's fucking.
What?
Yeah.
You're gonna shit it on you, bro. You don't want to play basketball.
I mean, he's offensive fouling me every time, bro.
Holy stop.
You're just bro, it's bro. It's okay, man. Next time we'll be able to do 20 push-ups.
Stop spamming Papa's watching. Holy shit, that was so fucking annoying, bro. God, dude.
Your parents so black people and shit?
Yeah.
I'm getting tired of this. Everybody want to come around here buying
If
these.
you bought a white girl roll, what's their reaction? For white
Fine
people.
with that. That's an upgrade.
I love white people.
What about if you bought a Latina girl?
No.
Black girl.
Fuck no.
What is you? What? Why?
That's not their preference, bro.
Okay, why is it not their preference?
Because they got, alright, let me tell you exactly why my dad is. He doesn't prefer, you know?
Tell me.
So, he had a worker. He owned a cell phone store. And he had a black employee, who was a very nice person. And she got fired for doing some dumb shit. She was late to her shifts and shit. And then she came back with her boyfriend and robbed the entire store. Wallahi, on God.
Okay, I've shown me white people that do some crazy.
Never happened.
Like,
My dad owns 15 plus cell phone stores. Never happened.
So he had an experience with a black couple. He just hates black people like that.
They robbed him.
Nigga, this is you. You're like one of the only Indian people I ever met. I don't hate Indians. Look at you, my nigga. You feel me? You know what I mean? White people did some crazy shit to me. Black people did some crazy shit to me. Hispanic people did some crazy shit to me. I ain't gonna like.
Yo, what the fuck is going on in here, dude?
Hey, we got some serious shit going on. We got games about to be run. This is my gym and shit.
Wait, this is your gym?
Yeah, it's my gym, bro. It's my shit, nigga.
Let me ask you something though. You see those videos in LA when they go to the Gucci store and everybody's like grabbing the whole
Oh my gosh, bro, back to back.
You seen those videos? Yeah. They're all masked up, right? They're all covered head to toe.
Yeah.
What race do you think they are?
I'll call it what it is, bro. I denounce that shit.
It's funny, like you can't see their skin, but you know what they are.
I mean, I see they
most likely they're niggas. But there was one time, like, what's that one Twitter account? He's an Asian dude that was always posting like
Ian Miles, yeah.
Yeah, they were all Hispanic dudes. They came out, they were all Hispanic, but he made it seem like they were black and shit.
Yeah. Hating on black people is trending right now on Twitter. It's really easy to call them black.
But yeah, it's gonna be niggers.
Yo!
Oh, it's okay. Yeah,
if they acting like they're the winners, like
Look.
I ain't mad at it.
My people, we got a lot to work on, alright?
We gonna get better though.
You feel me? We got a lot to work on.
How do you think it can get better? Because don't you think that a lot of black people have a victim mentality that they're not?
Oh, absolutely.
Okay, how do you get rid of that?
By stop victimizing yourself. Take accountability for it.
But it's how do we instill that stop victimizing yourself mentality within people? That's the tough part. We gotta like.
Because the victim mentality is really tempting. It's fun. It's easy. It makes life better. When George Floyd happens, everybody uses that as an excuse to loot. George Floyd, bro, he died of a fentanyl overdose. Like, that guy was not a victim. But everybody jumps on that and says, look, you need to storm the streets. Like, he was an armed burglar. Like, he wasn't a good person, and they put statues of him. George Floyd, everyone's like praying to this guy. Huh? He deserved to die, but he's not a martyr. He's not a good person.
Okay, that's not my question. I didn't ask you.
My point is he wasn't murdered. Like, he died from a fentanyl overdose, but everybody jumps on that and starts looting, and like everybody leaves with quarantine to go protest with this guy. You know, like, was he actually a victim? So why were we quarantining first?
Because them Chinese.
Yo, Josh Giddy.
I'm playing.
You're right. You're not wrong, bro.
Bro, how did that shit even start?
Like Jalen Williams, like, he's so annoying, bro.
You can't say that, but now you can.
Don't you think every nigga has? Ain't you the type of nigga that think every nigga that has like a health problem is because they took the jab or some shit?
You didn't take it though?
I took it. I did. I took like the first one.
You didn't take it.
Move, book.
Why would you take it?
I took it.
I didn't take shit.
Yes, you did. Yes, you did. Bro, yes,
you saw some fucking lion cloud chasing things, right? Wallahi, I did not take the vaccine.
I remember the first shot I had to get because I wanted to go to. I had a wedding somewhere and I had to take a shit. I had to travel. Like, I had to take.
You ruined your blood to go to a wedding?
There's nothing wrong with my blood. I haven't had a single breathing wrong. Like, Ronnie, look at you. Whoa, you said the brawny shit. Oh, yo.
Bro, 18, I said prayers for Bronny. What do you mean?
No, nigga.
What, he's going to pray for
Nigga
somebody?
had a health scare, jab, nigga. What the fuck, nigga?
18-year-old athlete with a heart problem?
Yeah, he's not the first one.
Yeah, they're all popping up now after what?
Bro,
The
it's
jab.
been going on like that for fucking years.
Bro, they hate when I talk about the vaccine. They think I'm repetitive.
Bro, I'm gonna be honest. I get the vaccine shit. I'm not mad at you. Like,
I ain't mad at you.
You regret it though. I don't regret shit.
Why would I did it? Why would I feel me? I'm not tripping.
Would you rather be vaccinated right now or unvaccinated?
You know what's crazy? My brother was there. My little brother was coming out.
So right now, if you could make the decision, would you rather have it or not have it?
I typically don't have it. Because they supposed to get the updated shit.
Yeah, bro. The first thing, would you rather have it or not have it?
Don't matter. I have it, I guess. Actually, I kind of wish, no, had it. Because I had got the virus after that shit. But sometimes at the time it was light as fuck. It didn't feel like nothing.
So why is COVID making a comeback? CNN saying that we need to put masks on again. 70% of the people got vaccinated. What did it do? It didn't accomplish anything.
Don't them motherfuckers be evolving and shit? And changing and shit?
Evolving?
I'm not getting that nigga, bro.
Yeah, I don't really,
I'll say this. I didn't get COVID till after I got the shot. I was raw dog.
Yeah, I got
the shot.
Bro, I got COVID twice.
He said I was raw dog.
What was that second variant bullshit called?
Omicron?
I forgot what that shit, but that
Omicron?
was fucked me up, I took 4. Am I fucked?
4?
I swear to God.
No, you did not take 4 shots.
I had to. I have stomach problems.
What the fuck does that have to do with the vaccine?
My doctor told me I had to take all of them.
You realize they paid a lot of these doctors to give it to people? A lot of the doctors took money to push the vaccine. In New York, they were giving people burgers if they took it. What? Yes. There's a clip of the mayor saying, you get a burger if you get vaccinated. Bro, you're dead, bro.
Fine, bro. Don't let this nigga scare you,
that big booty Latina that you want to reproduce with, bro, she's gonna be afraid of you.
Chad, I think
Yes, you the Watanabe is like that, bro. Come on, bro.
I tell them this all the time.
Sit up. Hey, shut your shoulders, your scapula, chest up.
Yeah.
You look like a dyke, nigga. Hold on, man. Hold on, drop him a little bit. Yeah, you good. Chest, I like that.
You know what's funny? Your community's gonna get mad at you for saying dyke.
No, they won't. Look.
Watch.
My community.
Why is your community on Twitter? You mad at him now?
Not like, my shit's in them, like, they know when to not take shit too far. That's it, bro. That's just it. Sometimes they be a little sensitive sometimes, because, you know what I'm saying? But like,
because you got those anime conventions.
I read it, bro. There's a bunch of pussies. What's wrong with anime, gang?
Nothing. You guys wear like stuffed animal heads and shit and run around.
Nobody wears stuffed animal heads. Didn't you watch fucking anime, gang?
No, I didn't. I can't get into it. I tried. That's why I can't.
It ain't for everybody, bro. But the story and shit, I ain't about to get into that shit. I feel like you don't have no point. You don't watch no shows. You don't play no sports. You just go to the gym and go on Twitter. You don't play no sports. Tennis. Box now. You box.
I don't play tennis. What are you talking about boxing? Bro, we started.
I boxed Ryan Garcia.
No, you didn't. You fell over before he even hit you. Pussy. You were like, why do you like that? We got to spar. I'll go.
No. This nigga thugged it out. Your ass was getting, punches. I thought you was gonna pass out, bro. No, you thugged it out. He thugged it out. I like that video. That video was tough. Would you ever do that?
Should.
Would you? When you're shipping seals, would you box me?
For my money?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I don't think that's a fair locked. We're locked, Chad. I'm gonna box you. You feel better.
Why would you want to do that?
Because I'm good for the internet and I'm like that.
Be Aiden first. Work your way. We can worry out. You need
Aiden is strong as fuck.
Okay, but when you have a box in here and shit, you think you can get more skill than Aiden and shit?
Yeah, box Aiden.
Box Aiden, that'd be a good fight.
Aiden probably got like 70 pounds right now. How much you weigh?
Aiden is a little fat fuck, ain't he?
I weigh 123.
Yeah, you got 40 pounds right now.
How tall are you?
5'9".
What the?
Yeah, you didn't get some muscle on your shit. Little ass butt. You got no ass. What the fuck? Nothing, nigga. What is the hurling thing?
That's a block.
Get in the motherfucking seat, nigga. They get bump bruises and shit. Alright. Yeah, that's this nigga here, man. What's up, y'all?
What a waste of food. What?
Yeah, I mean, now what? I think it's fun.
Where's the homeless people?
Hey, I was about to say, y'all don't know people homeless motherfuckers. I ain't gonna lie, don't give him this. You gonna kill a motherfucker. You ain't got no bad, bro. Don't give him this shit. They gonna choke.
Oh, yeah, that's true. They can't get water. Fuck.
They gonna choke, bro. Get some of this bread and shit. What time you supposed to do that? I'm about to go to this dinner.
Right now. You ready?
Yeah, it's not
I don't think this food will.
Why? It's just bro. I got faith in you, bro.
You want change, bro?
What was you about to do? I got faith in this little nigga, bro. Thank you, bro. I appreciate it.
Can you give him a number pass one time?
Same nigga. Same nigga, bro.
Seriously?
Same nigga. I swear I won't hit you.
He's mad. I don't feel like shit. Put the camera on him.
Hey, he hit him. He hit him. Hey, listen.
You got it, bro. One time.
You're not baiting me. I'm not saying it.
Bro, no one's gonna get mad at you.
You never said it?
Of course. I said it last time. When he was live on the stream, I said it like 10 times. What? To play. No, whoa, whoa. No, I swear to God.
Have you said R before?
No.
You have, bro.
Everybody has.
I just wanted to see how it sounded to me out of my mouth, so when I was a kid, I did it. So when you hear rap music and they say nigga, what do you think? I'm fucked with that. I flip it out. So you bleep it out in your head? Yeah. You're right. Who am I kidding? Of course I say that shit, nigga. You say it, right? Yeah. Only one's in Paris.
Come on.
Come on, bro. You kick.
Own it.
This nigga soft. This nigga censored himself. Soft ass.
You called us pussies earlier.
You called us pussies. You scared of saying this shit?
Because we said we love Jews. Bro, look at him looking for validation in the chat, bro.
Yo, this nigga and that Aiden Ross nigga loves looking at his chat for answers, bro. Stop looking at the chat.
That's what I care about, bro.
Bro, stop looking at the chat. Say the nigga.
Don't touch my fucking phone, dude.
Say
Nice.
nigga.
Stand up for yourself.
Say nigga.
Let me see this, bro. Let me see this.
Say nigga.
Call him a hard on right now.
What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if I just take your phone and leave? What are you gonna do? Bro. Say, call me. What are you gonna do? Dirty, nappy-headed little fucking... I want to say it so bad, dude. Oh my god, just give my phone back, man. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. I didn't mean those words that I said.
Alright, so look, I'm about to get the fuck one out of here.
Yeah, we gotta go.
It was nice meeting you, man, for real.
Hey, Ray, thanks for coming, man.
No more Bruce dick stuff. Is that fact?
Locked in. I swear to God.
No more content at dick stuff.
You guys gonna like me again?
Bro, you have to do that. You have to make your way to that. Yo, he that shit from the heart, bro. My nigga's girl, bro. You know how much of a red line that is, bro? I'd kill you, nigga. Like, I'd kill you, nigga.
Even Aiden told me, he's like, that shit's so weird.
You don't do that, ever. Okay. No content creators, girl, you bring up unless they come at you on some crazy shit, bro.
No.
Don't do that. You on the right path, though, bro.
Thank you,
Damn, nigga, put some muscle on. I'm feeling your
That hurts, please.
Stop, put some muscle on your body, bro.
Okay.
But look, right? Next time I see you, 20 push-ups, and you're gonna be better at basketball, right?
Yep.
I believe it. You got that.
Thanks, Ray.
Hey.
You like my security guard? Look at him.
He made shiesty up and shit. Alright.
Like, I just gonna leave with diapers? Like,
wait, where are you from?
Where are you from?
You from here? Oh, I might need him. Oh, you know him? I know him.
Wait, you know each other?
Yes, sir.
Wait, how security? Yo, you're like a midget, dude.
Alright,
Feed this like sneaky food, bro.
Bro, feed this to the homeless, bro.
I'm gonna throw it away. I can't. It's too much to
I hate rich niggas, bro.
I'm not rich. I'm far from rich. You know what? I'll take it. Fuck. They have a... Chat, what are we doing next? What are we on next, chat? What are we on next? What are we on next, chat?
Oh, hell.
Rico has an erection? What the fuck?
Oh,
What are we on next, chat? Strip club. Shopping? Should we go to the mall? Should we say fucking go to the mall?
What?
Mall. They wanna go to the mall. Alright. Nico, get out to the mall. How many people we got in here, chat? Let me see. How many people we got in here? No way. The fuck? Dude, we got 42K in here. There's no way. Chat, there's no way that's real. Do the idea? I'm gonna do next stream, Jixie. I'm gonna do next stream. 39K, bro. Alright, let's go to the mall. Come on, let's go.
Can you cut that from the... Oh, let's go.
Let's go. Dude, shut up, bro. Huh? Fuck, how do we take this? What do we do? I don't know what to do. We can?
No, we can't throw this, dude. Fuck, what do we do with the food, chat? What the fuck is your drip? I don't know, dude. What do we do with the food, chat? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? What do we do? Just toss it? You want some? Take it with you.
That's too much, bro.
Man, bro.
Trash it. Yo, this chat's fucked. Damn, I'm like tired of shit right now, bro. Fuck, dude, I just like woke up out of my sleep and I just saw this like, shit was happening, and I did it my way. Come to India, we will train you. Shut up. Shut the fuck up, bro. What the fuck's happening? Alright, let's go. Come on, dude. Be a gangsta and just leave? Should we just leave and just leave the shit here and say fuck it? No? Okay, and this? Okay. Wait, can I just leave it here or do I have to like fuck it? I mean, I'm gonna throw it away. I'm gonna be a good person today, chat. I'm gonna be a good person. Alright, let's go. Are you just leaving here?
You bought the food. You're responsible for that.
Dude. Alright, I'm throwing away these diapers. Does anyone want these? Like, just ask a kid, like...
Devin Booker.
Kid wants the diapers? Chico! Is it fucked up to ask a kid if he wants these?
No, do it. Do it.
No. I don't want to be weird. What? Weird? What? Oh, come on. Chat, is this weird?
What? You make it efficient.
Papa's watching? Yeah, no, Papa's watching. I can't.
I don't know who you think this is.
No, I was sitting there.
Oh, that's a deep one.
You good? Yeah, definitely good. Just throw it away? I'll just do some commentary on this.
Or just... Let's go.
Alright, we out. Where are we going? Mall.
Why mall? Homeless food? No homeless?
Another food.
Alright, fine.
See you later.
Now, let me see. Hey, take me.
How's it been a WRL stream so far, chat?
Good segment. WCGO again for the link up, man. I'm putting Neon on 2 streams in a row.
Has it been a WRL stream so far?
Well, we just started. We just gotta keep going.
Yeah, let's keep going. Right. Let's keep going. They're saying W and mid.
Hey, Neon, who got this connection for you?
Yeah. I love you, Sneak. Oh, God.
Man.
You can show we're gonna leave. Alright, man. Thank you. Thank you, guys, man. Alright,
My bad.
Alright, I'm gonna text you.
Charge. Thank you.
Where's the car? Are you gonna pick it up right here? You gonna pull it up here or you gonna walk it?
I'm gonna walk. W security, chat. Everyone spam it. W fucking security. Thank you, sir. We gotta go to the mall. Shit's about to get hectic. Okay, no, you come here. Yeah, Cinco, you go to the front. Thank you, sir. I'm gonna send you guys the address. Yo,
what? How?
Look at him. Oh my God. Stop reading chat. Alright, we're about to go to the mall.
I thought there's nothing on the wall.
Do you just want to fuck it? Leave it on the side of the road.
Because it's like, we can't...
Bring the island boys to the... Nah, he's on timing? Oh, God, he is. Oh, my life, he is. Oh, my life, he is.
What did you pick it at, 45?
Yes, bro.
Bro, why are you that far off of him, bro?
Like, bro, that's like crazy. Island boys to the mall? Should I...
Bro, that guy Jack DM me, he wants to go Island Boys.
Should I call out? I don't think I gotta fix him back.
He wants to do Island Boys at a yacht with us. Wait, let me talk to you. Jack, yes or no? Jack, the guy that Fruzy slapped and went to his house, he wants to do me, Neon, Fruzy, Island Boys at a yacht with all security there. And this, you know...
On a yacht?
On a yacht, yeah. And Aiden failed on the yacht. He bailed again. Aiden lies. So maybe we could just do our own yacht.
Bro, what did you, like, beef with Aiden, bro?
I don't beef with Aiden. That's my guy. What are you talking about? Yeah, wait, does it sound like that?
Yeah.
Oh. No.
Huh? I'm gonna send, what's a good one? What's a good one, Seiko? Fuck it, just put the Addy on there, and then you gotta text me the Addy too so I can send it to the security guards, because you know we do have security. Do you guys, should we really go to the mall though? I don't know.
Why not? keep the shoot going.
Fuck it. I mean, it's gonna be a little short stream. Should we go to the mall, chat? Do y'all really want to see it? Like, what the fuck are we doing there? Shop? I don't got bread though.
You gotta buy me some shoes, man.
Leon, I'm gonna send you the thing. I'm gonna send you the ID so you can send it to
My boy Gas, like the driver.
Excuse me, bro. I have the ID for the thing.
Short stream, fuck you. Alright, bro, listen. Would you guys rather have a chill? Would you guys rather have a chill IRL stream or a desktop stream? Which one, chat? Let me know right now. A chill IRL stream or a desktop?
Chill IRL any day. IRL beats desktop. It's so effective.
Leon, send it for the security guard.
Alright, you got the thing? Send me it, Seiko. Damn, they're all saying chill IRL, every single one of them. You sent me it?
I'm telling you, nobody wants to see Discord clips anymore, bro.
Alright, let's run it. Let's go to the mall. Fuck it. I don't have... damn, do I have money? Do I?
You're up.
Okay, alright, I'm up here. Let me send it to security.
Oh, Jason Love wants to pull up.
On God?
Yeah. He wanted to come for the homeless, he wanted to feed the homeless. So W Jason Love for wanting to feed the homeless.
Fuck it, chat, should we get Jason Love to post the ball with us? Okay. I don't know.
Yeah, why not, yeah.
Fuck it, alright, he's such a cool guy, too. I loved him, bro. We gotta mic up, though. We gotta have the mics, fuck, how do we do that, though? I don't even know how to do it. Yeah, we do. I don't know how to work it. Yes? Alright, Jason Love's pulling up. Fuck it, bro. By the way, anyone big in Miami that wants to do some shit, hit my DMs, bro.
I got you with the plug.
Hit my DMs, bro. For real. No, Neon's shirt.
Such a smart shooter. You can see a sign of confidence when Pokuševski starts knocking down mid-range jumpers. Booker for three. And the
Devin Booker.
defensively, you can't afford to get stuck on the pick. You know exactly what that takes.
Man, I'll tell you what, man. They got me effed up, boy. They got me fucked up, boy. They got me fucked up. I'm gonna just tell you how to get them man, bro. They love rapping about ops. I'm gonna tell you how to get these man. I'm gonna tell you how to get these man. But they love rapping about ops. I'm gonna tell you how to get these man, bro.
No pad of pen. They say I'm rapper of the year. I got them niggas mad again. Bitch, the grind don't never stop. Every day we getting it in. Niggas love to rap about ops. I'm finna tell them about them bands. Every time I hit the road, I come back with at least a 10. If you wake up trying to get some dough, then you know what I'm saying. They be hating on the kid like hoes. Them niggas really fans. Man, this shit I just made from the show can't fit inside my pen. Early morning, woke up to a check. Just made me do my dance. Jump on the mic and go dumb on the beat. That shit don't make no sense. I want that bread, me, I can keep the beef. That shit don't make no band. I'm in the booth, I'm in here dropping heat like bitch, go get the fan. Hold on, let me throw my shades on. Now I'm in that mode. He wasn't trying to get no money early. Now that boy too old. Why these haters worried about the kid? Bitch, go touch your nose. When they see me go and drop that penny, I might make it smell. The kid done turn into a star. It's my time to shine. Nigga, we ain't get no sleep. We been too busy on the grind. I go crazy on the beat. They be like, where you get your line? My bitch bad. I love the way she look at me. She know she fine. I ain't never wrote a song. No, I don't need no pad or pen. They say I'm rapper of the year. I got them niggas mad again. Bitch, the grind don't never stop.
I love to talk about ops. I'm not telling about these bands.
Rap about ops. I'm finna tell them about them bands. Every time I hit the road, I come back with at least a 10. If you wake up trying to get some dough, then you know what I'm saying. They be hating on the kid like hoes. Them niggas really fans. Man, this shit I just made from the show can't fit inside my pen. I feel like I'm heaven sick, but bitch, I gotta give them hell. All them bitches that ain't let me hit back then, they on my trip. Niggas tryna come around but cut his cake, bitch, I can tell. Nigga, we put gas up in the sky, that's Mary Jane, you smell. That's that gas.
need a L, I ain't tripping, I get to it when I get to it. This that weed blowing, lean pouring, real gangster music. He know I'm familiar with the brick by how my wrist moving. Threw him in that water, I'm from Florida, but my wrist Cuban.
Ugh.
But my wrist Cuban.
Threw him in that water, I'm from Florida, but my wrist Cuban. Ugh.
But my wrist Cuban.
Threw him in that water, I'm from Florida.
But my wrist Cuban. Yo, hula hoop the brick, I had to break it down to zero. You can't show a nigga love, cause all that love shit get you killed. With my brothers right or wrong, I up that fire right off the rail. 150 in the club, we gon' keep that bitch on tilt.
Ugh.
Bumper to bumper, I'm in retro.
I just tuck in with that thumper. Yeah.
Thumper for thumper, everyone gon' live they karma. Ain't no order,
ain't no honor.
Yeah. Them niggas rats, I said what's up, they broke they neck and no up, it ain't no stompers with them. Them niggas rats, I said what's up, they broke they neck and no up, it ain't no stompers with them. I need a L, I ain't tripping, I get to it when I get to it. This that weed blowing, lean pouring, real gangster music. He know I'm familiar with the brick by how my wrist moving.
Threw him in that water, I'm from Florida, but my wrist Cuban.
But my wrist Cuban, threw him in that water, I'm from Florida, but my wrist Cuban. But my wrist Cuban, threw him in that water, I'm from Florida, but my wrist Cuban.
Got these niggas mad, I took off and I kicked the dough in. Tell them I can't ride a show if they don't let the bros in. Book my tracks inside, no hoe, know how these bitches going. They like you too snapping, you the one, lil' bro, you chosen. I'm just trying to get that bad, no, I ain't trying to be famous. You ain't talking about no motion, you don't speak my language. The rest, they got me limping with a walk, I need my cane, dick. And all my niggas trying to get that guap, we on the same shit.
Yeah. You come back in, Tyler? Alright, bet, come on.
I stay out the way, get to that K, I want that bag. Got the racks inside my pocket, nigga, make my pants sag.
Yeah.
Around there, you can't stop it, nigga, I want them bands back. Yo, bitch, shit free, I slap that ass like I'm a damn dad, nigga. Her damn dad, nigga.
I need a L, I ain't tripping, I get to it when I get to it. This that weed blowing, lean pouring, real gangster music. He know I'm familiar with the brick by how my wrist moving. Threw him in that water, I'm from Florida, but my wrist Cuban. But my wrist Cuban, threw him in that water, I'm from Florida, but my wrist Cuban.
But my wrist Cuban, throw him in that water, I'm from Florida, but my hey, no one niggas for they when that water like a chia pit.
And I'm with my dog like it's guarded with my gadget in. What's up in my pocket? It's so dirty like a Percocet. Who that in my spliff? Never mind, I'll be considerate. Oh lord, no coolin' kid, just boom a nigga kid. Niggas always asking who they with, I'm who my niggas with. Niggas always asking me for shit.
Kevin Booker.
Even times when I needed a lift, niggas left me grits. Yo, she looking at me and she licking her lips. I just you let me hit, she chewing a dick, let's draw him dip. I went and got me a quarter, made it a zip, needed a flip. Made it. I took a look at my wrist, made me sick, quick COVID. Yo.
I'm on a whole nother level, I'm geeky.
You think you fucking with me, boy, you're tweaking.
Ready for war, I just need me a reason.
I'm getting buckets in regular season.
Honestly wondering when I'ma lose it.
Come get your wife and she with it, she choosing. Baby, I be driving this since I be cruising.
I got the game in
My motherfucking pocket.
all of this rapping and
Shit just a option.
I'm finna cooking and stupid.
Baby, crocky.
I'm finna take off
Yeah,
and rap
like a Rocky.
Hop on a yacht in Miami and surf it. With hella bitches, they drinking and twerking. Don't post on stories, my shorty
Be
be
lurking.
Can't stop the grind for no bitch, it ain't working. Go to Milan for the week of the fashion. Addicted to dressing, I drip with a passion. Yo nigga know I'm that nigga, just ask me. Look at the diamonds, they hitting, they dancing. I'm from the trenches, I learned how to hustle.
I get a cabbage,
Lettuce to
ooh.
Brussels. I make $1 million, then triple, then double. Upgrade the Glock with a laser and muzzle.
I'm on a whole nother level, I'm geeking.
You think you fucking with me, boy, you tweaking. Ready for war, I just need me a reason. I'm getting buckets in regular season. Honestly wondering when I'ma lose it. Come get your wifey, she with it, she choosing. Baby, I be driving herself, I be cruising.
Gang, yeah, nigga, yeah. Pull up in Maybach, yeah, we finna swerve. Like my bitch thick with a whole lot of curve. They paying the kid just to say all these words. Gotta go drop them bands tryna get you a verse. Niggas start tweeting that shit for the birds. In the booth geeking like I'm with some nerds. You woke up to a chat, nigga, like it's the first. You woke up to a chat, yeah, I'm thumbing through cheese. Yeah, niggas can't do it like me. I'm counting pay while you sleep counting sheets. Tell your bitch pull me up, I ain't sipping no tea. Tell that boy tie his lace, ain't no tripping on me. In a race line round, bitch, I'm with DDG. Yeah, my niggas be wildin', they spin DVD. Off that gas on a whole nother level, I'm geek.
I'm on a whole nother level, I'm geeky. You think you fucking with me, boy, you tweaking. Ready for war, I just need me a reason. I'm getting buckets in regular season. Honestly wondering when I'ma lose it. Come get your wifey, she with it, she choosing. Maybe I be driving itself, I be cruising. I heard Lil Tyler wanna fuck with one of my exes. I throw the lob like it's nothing. Like it's a fast break, and it's 20 more seconds. He slam dunk it, boogie cousins. I be in the blogs, topic of discussion. They say I'm a dog, always gonna be something. I do something positive, they don't discuss it. But when it be negative, them people love it, huh? DEOK, it ain't beef, it's over computer. He pee-wee, that boy not a threat. Gun to the back of your hotel and name a few songs. I bet money she passing the test. Niggas don't see how I'm moving when cameras be off. They just know what they see on the net. Whether I'm right or I'm wrong, I can never fall off. I know niggas is highly upset, okay. I'm on a whole nother level, I'm geeky. You think you fucking with me, boy, you tweaking. Ready for war, I just need me a reason. I'm getting buckets in regular season. Honestly wondering when I'ma lose it. Come get your wifey, she with it, she choosing. Maybe I be driving itself, I be cruising.
Rolling loud, make some noise for Lil Tyler in the building.
I ain't never wrote a song, no, I don't need no pad or pen. They say I'm rapper of the year, I got them niggas mad again. Bitch, the grind don't never stop, every day we getting it in. Niggas love to rap by ops, I'm finna tell them about them bands. Every time I hit the road, I come back with at least a 10. If you wake up trying to get some dough, then you know what I'm saying. Baby, hating on the kid like hoes, them niggas really fans. Man, this shit I just made from the show can't fit inside my pen. Early morning, woke up to a check, just made me do my dance. Jump on the mic and go dumb on the beat, that shit don't make no sense. I want that bread, me, I can keep the beat, that shit don't make no bend. I'm in the booth, I'm in here dropping heat like bitch, go get the fan.
What do you mean? I'll stream tonight.
Oh, okay. Tell Glass like to pick up Comedy, bro. Comedy, I swear to God, that kid probably has the biggest ego I've seen in my life. He's nowhere to be found now that he blew up off the Island Boys. It's crazy, bro. The kid's a fucking loser.
Oh.
What do you mean? You did a stream with him last night.
Yeah, but I asked him to come today, and he's too busy going to the gym and shit, bro. It's stupid.
You go to the gym at 5. That's what you told me.
Where's Rage?
W
Segment, bro.
discipline.
It was above mid. You know, it was pretty good. Pranks in the mall, yeah, we're gonna do a bunch of shit. We're probably gonna get kicked out though, but fuck it, whatever. Whatever, bro. Low lighting?
The lighting is bad.
What do you want me to do, retards?
You could probably fix the camera, but it's...
Okay, thank you, I'll rewatch VOD. Got you, bro.
Long, let me throw my shades on. Now I'm in that mode. He wasn't trying to get no money early. Now that boy too old. Why these haters worried about the kid? Bitch, go touch your nose. When they see me go and drop that penny, I might make it snow. See the kid done turn into a star. It's my time to shine. Nigga, we ain't get no sleep. We been too busy on the grind. I go crazy on the beat. They be like, where you get your line? My bitch bad. I love the way she look at me. She know she fine. I ain't never wrote a song. No, I don't need no pad or pen. They say I'm rapper of the year. I got them niggas mad again. Bitch, the grind don't never stop. Every day we getting it in.
They love to rap about it. I was about to tell them about them bands.
Every time I hit the road, I come back with at least a 10. If you wake up trying to get some dough, then you know what I'm saying. Baby hating on the kid like hoes, them niggas really fans. Man, this shit I just made from the show can't fit inside my pants. I feel like I'm heaven sent, but bitch, I gotta give them hell. All them bitches that ain't let me hit back then,
like
they
on who,
my
bro?
trip. Niggas trying to come around but cut his cake, bitch, I can tell. Nigga, we put gas up in the sky, that's Mary Jane, you smell. That's that gas. Stop, I wanna order my come up out the head. No, I don't write, don't gotta read. I'm with your bitch, we at the Waffle House, yeah, we on Tennessee. No, I don't chat with some of my niggas out here serving 10 a G. You think a nigga Freddy Krueger, I be in your bitch dream. I'm tryna run that money up, I'm tryna see some big things. This hoe keep blowing up my phone, but I just let that bitch ring. I'm tryna stack that money 7 feet tall, y'all mean? I'm tryna get straight to the bread, keep on running up that chain. They like, who is that? He snapping, ask your bitch, she know my name. She know I'm only chasing money, nigga, I ain't chasing fame. I just took a trip to Cloud9.
Shoots over Durant. Second chance shot. And here is Williams. Got a piece of it. Goes up again. 3 on 3. And Booker the bucket on the assist from Durant. Durant's got his fourth.
I'm with Mary Jane, nigga, I been out the way, yeah, I been in the studio. I don't know if I want Jay to wait or
Ruby Rose.
I think this bitch different, she ain't nothing like them other hoes. Brown skin, she bad as fuck, I told that bitch to strike a pole. I'm in Tallahassee, FSU, I'm with the Seminoles. Man, these shit be hating on me, swear that shit be getting old. Lord, the shit don't want no diamonds, you know I just want the gold. If you rockin', then I'm rolling, nigga, I can't break the code. No, I can't break the code, but I can take a
bitch and break a spleen.
It's a class of hoes. This bitch got me outside drinking wine. I'm with Mary Jane, I'm in the trees, I'm swinging through the vine. A nigga feeling just like Tony Ho, I'm steady on the ground. She like, damn, Tyler got the sauce, that nigga got the juice. I don't like a ratchet hoe, I like a bitch who keep it cute. I be steady paper chasing, I just get into the loot. He think that boy was in a jet, the way he snatch off in that coupe. I'm in the coupe with Mary Jane, I'm headed straight to outer space. You won't catch me in the midst, oh no, look Tyler out the way. Boy, you need to watch it, bitch, I see your hoe be on my page. I'm just trying to get a buck, a nigga feel like Tampa Bay. This some bad skinny shit, this hoe look just like Color Ray. I'm trying to run this money up so I can pull up in the race. Man, these niggas trying to catch some chips, they trying to ride my way. I won't buy a bitch a ring, but she can get some Chick-fil-A. I won't buy a bitch a ring, but she can get a fuck for four. I ain't focused on a bitch, you know I'm focused on the dough. I can't wait to ride the stage, no, I can't wait to kick the dough. Down the Tyler, you been snapping back to back, I'm in that mode. They like, man, this nigga snapping, man, this nigga going crazy. I'm trying to pull up in that big body Benz, yeah, that Mercedes. See the Tyler on the scene, boy, you better hide your ladies. I slide up on a nigga, bitch, quit just like some gravy. I told some bitch that I'm a dog, nigga, I ain't talking Scooby. Finna crank up on the beat, oh yeah, nigga feeling groovy. She got an attitude, this hoe, she always acting moody. No, this ain't no Jada Waiter, this right here, big booty Judy. Gang.
Ooh.
Oklahoma City's gone 0 for 2 from outside here in the fourth quarter. Neal against Gilgeous Alexander. From deep Booker. Oklahoma City foul.
But I thought I said I want all blue blues. All brand new blues.
Hey fam, I ain't gonna lie, man. What's up with all these 20s? Cause I thought I told y'all I need straight brand new blues, man. You Let's go. I think I'm addicted to this cash. I'm running through this guap. I'ma just keep snapping for the fans. They waiting on me to drop. I told you I don't need no pen or pad. I'm coming off my tail. These niggas chasing hoes before the bad. Man, this shit gotta stop. These niggas chasing hoes before the bad. Like what the fuck you want? Don't need no finger, bitch. I'm still gon' snap and that's on any song. I see you broke as fuck. My pockets right. You must be moving wrong. I'm chasing rats, bitch. I been catching flights. I can't pick up the phone. We on the way, yeah. We gon' hit the top, bitch. I already know it. See that nigga random up some guap in here. I already blew it. Nigga, I be chasing at the loot. Yeah, I be running to it. I just woke up to some brand new blues. I'm in here thumbing through it. Woke up and I put that shit on, bitch. I'm flyer than a bird. Niggas just be capping, bitch. You know you lying on every verse. Got them niggas sick. I ran it up like, bitch, go get the nurse. Bitch, I'm in here counting up these checks. You think it was a first? Bitch, I'm in here geeking. Bitch, I'm in here geeking high as fuck. You think I was a nerd? Man, I think it's time to hit the stool. I'm trying to put in work. Got money coming in from different angles. Bitch, I feel like Kurt. I think I'm addicted to this cash. I'm running through this guap. I'ma just keep snapping for the fans. They waiting on me to drop. I told you I don't need no pen or pad. I'm coming off my tail. These niggas chasing hoes before the bad. Man, this shit gotta stop. These niggas chasing hoes before the bad. Like what the fuck you want? Don't need no finger, bitch. I'm still gon' snap and that's on any song. I see you broke as fuck. My pockets right. You must be moving wrong. I'm chasing rats, bitch. I been catching flights.
Wait, why would you go that way?
I'm on a whole nother level, I'm geeky. You think you fucking with me, boy, you tweaking. Ready for war, I just need me a reason. I'm getting buckets in regular season. Honestly wondering when I'ma lose it. Come get your wifey, she with it, she choosing. Maybe I be driving itself, I be cruising. I got the game in my motherfucking pocket. All of this rapping and shit, just an option. I'm finna cook in this stew, Betty Crockett. I'm finna take off
and rap like a rocket.
Hop on the yacht.
I'm chasing AKE.
I've been busy getting to them rats, my bad, like saying yo little bitch gon' fuck just cause I got that stat. I swear these hoes ain't shit. I'm chasing this cake, nigga, I'm getting to the cheese, I'm doing this shit so quick. These niggas always hating on me, I feel like V, little bitch, get off my dick. These niggas down bad on their ass, ain't getting no cheese, I swear that shit ain't it. Nigga, I'm so beat, I don't even think you can name a bad bitch that ain't hit. I stayed on the grind, I know niggas ain't believe in the kid, I still ain't quit. Nigga, I got too many flows and too many hoes, just like Saint Nick. On game, nigga, I got too many hoes, I swear I can't even pick. On game, nigga, I got so much rats in my pocket, it can't even fit.
On game.
Yeah, this nigga broke as a joke, little boy, you funny as shit. On game, nigga. Don't wanna talk on the phone if it ain't about money and shit, bitch. Don't wanna talk on the phone, nigga, just leave me alone, bitch. I'm on my zone. Like, oh, what the fuck is you want? Tell the bitch that I'm a dog and I just wanna bone. I'm a dog and I just wanna bone. I don't even need me a stylist to put that shit on. I'm finna get on my zone. Take a nigga, bitch, and that bitch still playing my song. I'm on a flight right now, bitch. I'm on the way to come turn up your city. Nigga ain't getting no dough, you broke as a joke, you gotta be kidding. Nigga, I stay on the grind, my hoes too fine, yeah, all of them pretty. Yeah, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 bitches with me. I been busy getting to them rats, my bad, look like Saint. Yo, little bitch gon' fuck just cause I got that sass. Chasing this cake, nigga, I'm getting to the cheese, I'm doing this shit so quick. These niggas always hating on me, I feel like V, little bitch, get off my dick. These niggas down bad on their ass, ain't getting no cheese, I swear that shit ain't it. Nigga, I'm so peak, I don't even think you can name a bad bitch that ain't lit. I stayed on the grind, I know niggas ain't believe in the kid, I still ain't quit. Nigga, I got too many flows and too many hoes, just like Saint Nick.
I've been busy getting to them rats, my bad, like Saint Nick. Yo, little bitch gon' fuck just cause I got that stat. I swear these hoes ain't shit. I'm chasing this cake, nigga, I'm getting to the cheese, I'm doing this shit so quick. These niggas always hating on me, I feel like V, little bitch, get off my dick.
Earlier today, they're going to go home to play their last 4 games of the regular season. But right now, it's New York and Las Vegas. Courtney Vandersloot handling the basketball.
Off the rip.
Waiting. That's one of her sweet spots on the court. Good rebound by Jones.
It's important to keep track of the rebounding. The team that's won the rebounding battle has won the game each time this season.
Anna Stewart comes up short on her first effort. Jackie Young brings the ball up.
It's 6. So this took me like 3 hours, like 15 minutes.
Scoring first, a 3-point percentage, and Vegas breaks.
Really like 3 hours because
Vegas wants to push the pace the way they did and then move the ball around the perimeter. Got a good look.
Really 3 hours because I did that 3-point contest.
There's Sabrina Ionescu, over 100 threes on the season. Laney bottled up. Shot clock. Get the skinny for Stewie, who drew a lot of attention defensively. Brings out for Jones.
Right now, Vegas is scrambling defense. They're in a zone. Kelsey Plum's in the middle, kind of directing traffic.
Anna Stewart, 38 points in that last game against Minnesota. She wants to bring the ball up more. Sabrina. Wide right. Kia Stokes comes up with the rebound. There's the matchup, Asia against Stewie. Who got a hand on it. Rescued by Gray. That patented fadeaway shot.
A little flex cut screen for Chelsea Gray to post up Laney inside the paint.
Plum got a hand on it.
Great job by Kelsey Plum because Brianna Stewart was trying to post up inside with Plum on her. She used her quickness to get around, deflect it, and get possession.
Kelsey Plum averaging about 16 points per game in all the games against New York this year. Commissioner's Cup game win for New York did not count in the standings. Plum scored again.
Nice defense, though, by Courtney Vandersloot to keep herself between Plum and the basket.
Stewart. This is again left open on the three-point line.
Wide open.
Kevin.
Frustrated as she directs traffic out there. Asia again.
Asia is at her best when she just takes what the defense gives her, and Liberty are loaded up defensively on the weak side. No drive is there, but she had time to get the shot off.
She has all 4 of the points in this game. Vandersloot inside to Jones, who's able to get good position on Stokes.
To the Kate, everything like saying it. On game, boy.
First made field goal for the Liberty after they missed their
game,
first 5, and there's the best three-point shooter in the league this year.
Well, it certainly looks like Vegas is out of the shooting slump that they have been in for the course of the last 5 games or so. That was a tough contest on JJ on Jackie Young.
Ionescu challenging with her offhand.
Kate Stokes is a long shot blocker. Tough shot by Ionescu.
Very good at that. Yeah, Vegas coming off just the second game this year in which they failed to score 70 points. Second lowest scoring game of the year as they only scored 62 in Washington.
Asia Wilson's outstanding when she catches the ball at the elbow area. You see here, face up. All right, Stewie, you're going to give me that much room. She's going to take that shot and drain it. She had a lot of those in her 53-point performance.
It's absolutely spectacular in that game in Atlanta. 53 points in 33 minutes. As Becky Hammond pointed out to Vice President Harris during their White House trip. Oh my, Jackie Young. She got 2 threes. Whistle, and they're going to get Kelsey Plum for the foul.
Great start in this game.
I'm too busy getting to the K. I feel just like saying it on game,
This one
boy.
she has a little more room. The previous one she had a strong contest on her from John
On game, boy.
Is that on Plum?
Two quick ones on Kelsey Plum. And Becky Hammond told us she wanted to use her bench more tonight.
But she wants to use it when she wants to use them.
She
doesn't want to use it because of foul trouble.
Yes. And no one has gotten up from the Aces bench. Vandersloot to a little bit of daylight. So the 2 best three-point shooting teams in the league. Young one away from Ionescu.
Great box out by Jonquil Jones, using her body so she could corral the board.
And pushing it, Laney over to Stewie, who's left open. Her shot has been off so far tonight. 0 for 3. Vandersloot thought about it and then decided to drive and passed up what looked like would have been a pretty decent shot.
She passed up 2 decent shots. She had the 3, and then when she took it into the paint, it looked like she could have hit a little floater.
Sandy Brondello in her second year after 9 years in Phoenix, making the playoffs every single season that she has been a head coach in this league. Jackie Young using her body well this time against Ionescu.
Vegas clearly feels like that's a matchup where they have the advantage, and Jackie Young playing extremely aggressively here to start.
Already has 8 points mismatch underneath, but Chelsea Gray came over to help out and then is holding on to her right ankle as she gets up, signaling over to Becky Hammond that she's okay.
Great sign for Vegas. Alicia Clark has really struggled from the three-point line in her last 5 games. Drains that one on her first touch off the bench. On the previous possession, a lot of contact. Chelsea Gray Jonquil Jones. Ooh, ouch. Man, Chelsea Gray so important to Vegas.
ESPN's coverage of the WNBA is presented by Google. Discover new ways to search in the new Google app. And in part by Gatorade. G fuels greatness. G fuels you. And Nike.
WNBA fashion.
These women are bringing it on and off the court this season.
Give me some of that. Some of this, some of that. Give me some of that. Some of this, some of that.
Where does she even get that?
Real. When we go out, we go up. When we come around, they know us. Go up, go up, go up, go up. How you gonna do me like that? Walking here looking like a movie like that. Sheesh.
Hey, here come that swirl. Hey, here come that shake, shake. Hey, here come that swirl. Hey, here come that shake, shake.
Oh my gosh, I'm done, bro.
Every year, thousands of athletes disappear in clutch moments through the falling height.
I used to go missing all the time. I let everyone down. I even let Shannon Sharp down.
Yeah, you let me down. They've been told how you feel yourself doesn't matter. That electrolytes are all the same. Then just like that, they're gone. Get yourself back in the game. Get yourself a Gatorade. Could be the difference between dominating and disappearing. Gatorade. Rehydrate, replenish, refuel.
New Dove Men Body Wash gives you 24 hours of nourishing micro moisture. That means your skin still feels healthy and smooth now, and now too. Get healthier, smoother feeling skin all day.
Yeah, this league is a system.
About to catch another flight. I know the Bob making one a bite.
Double up for real, I'm rich and take care of me.
I'm cheating on her.
You cheating on her?
Yeah, I rejected her.
That's not what we're doing, bro. That's not for real, bro. Watch out, bro. We respect the women, bro. Watch out, bro. Watch out. For real, Isaac.
Another girl.
No, bro. Ain't no other girl, bro. We respect women, bro.
I like racist.
Hey. I really made you love yourself. You ain't even trust yourself. In the beginning, you ain't want my help. Can't even blame you, ain't know nothing else. She hit my phone like, stop that track. Hope you ain't know nothing else. I just need the time to think. Really ain't know myself. Gotta get on myself. Gotta keep control myself.